AyeMontie here with another episode, another edition of Chill. It's just a podcast, and boy, they're trying to get me canceled before we even start.
Bro, you
because they
canceled.
swear to God that I'm so racist, and I'm not. I'm just not racist.
Everybody has a little
everybody that says they not racist says I'm not racist. No, that's racist.
And it's always followed up.
But you say that you're not racist, and I think that you're pretty racist.
No, I said I am racist. I'm like a stink meaner. I hate every race. Every race pisses me off. Niggas piss me off. Caucasians piss me off. Asians piss me off.
I swear to God,
the Arabs piss me off. Like every one of them has a characteristics that I'm just looking at and I'm just like, why?
I guess I shouldn't say I'm racist. I'm more so of like I just can't stand fucking ignorance, and that's in every culture. So
exactly.
Like,
there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I should have said. Ignorance.
I hate ignorance.
But that's my point, though. But if I say anything that's directed towards black people, now I'm instantly racist.
No, nigga, you got a curl in your hair.
Was it true?
It's just like...
Was it true?
That's because you're a cream color.
But that's my point is I'll say like a factual statement and it's just, no, that sounds racist to me.
But it's factual to who?
But hold up.
You're a cream.
To statistics.
To who? Who's statistics? Who made that shit up? Yeah, because you're a cream. When people look at you on camera, you go from cream to like Blanco, white. Like you're like a pure white. So of course people gonna look at it like.
But why is it that like any other race can't call out black people for their shit, but black people can call out every other race for the shit that they do?
Because we call out our own race.
Yeah, and so white people call other white people out.
No, they don't.
Spanish people call Spanish people out.
No, they don't. White folk only call.
Hold up, wait. Y'all who calls who what out on who? Y'all don't call each other out on shit.
Yes, we do.
Fuck we do.
Full of shit.
Why do y'all
Why
do you think
y'all don't want to take accountability for jack shit and blame everything on slavery?
Oh, they
bro. Get out of here.
Hey, you really about to make some posts on Facebook now.
He is because
they finna eat your ass alive.
No, you didn't just generalize us.
Hey,
though, yes, we have ignorant black people
Taylor.
that want to.
And there's ignorant white people, and there's ignorant Spanish people, and there's ignorant Asians.
But you can't sit here and say that we don't be going in on ourselves. Like we definitely do.
But it's like there's more people who are just like accepting what it is than actually trying to fight against it.
There's more black single mothers than there are any other race.
White folks. You know why? Hold on. What?
Point fucking.
You said why? Because Asians are run under a fucking dictatorship. Most of the time, by the time they hit fucking 12, they already sent off. They kids is already, you're gonna marry Xinjiang,
and you better
that's
not
it.
Be the second
there ain't no question. Mexicans, Hispanics, they gonna get that one girl.
Got huge families.
Because they gonna get that one chick pregnant 8 times because they Catholic. They always do that shit.
Well, I know a few.
And white folk, they take that shit disrespectful. If you lose your family and get a divorce, that's like. They're shameful. Shame to your family, to your honor.
And then you go to the black culture that goes, fuck that nigga, I can raise my baby by myself.
Exactly.
I don't need him. I got my kids.
We're built on independence.
And I get that. Like, that I can understand, but it's just like, would you rather really struggle by yourself or have family around you to help? See,
I done seen a lot of
in the Spanish culture, Indian culture, Jewish culture, these motherfuckers, they all stick together. Like, if you see this, there'd be... Like in the Mexican culture, they'll all pile up 20 people in a fucking house, bro.
We did
to make life so much easier on everybody.
Like
a big ass house.
Like Tay said,
that was us. That was us.
We were connected.
We were doing that. Listen, when we did that, that's when they fucking burned down Black Wall Street. That's when they fucking made Lakeland.
I also feel like us as a culture, we
go.
also sit here and like we'll cite stuff like that, but where has the unity been since then, and who do we have to blame besides ourselves?
No, that's when we got to take accountability.
White people
and that's when we got to take accountability. Because I can say that when we talk about places like Tulsa and stuff like that, they be like, oh, well, we ain't done it since.
Don't nobody give a fuck what you had.
Then, listen, they'll say that, oh, we ain't done it since because every time we try, all they do is tear it down. So you just gonna give up?
But see, wait, real quick. Let me form 2 thoughts at the same time. It's gonna make sense at the end, I promise. But I feel like, but I feel like when we say shit like that, like, oh, like they tear it down or whatever. When the riots happen, when the protests happen and shit like that, who's the main ones in the streets cooning the fuck around and proving the coolest monkey in the jungle shit? Like, it doesn't make no sense to me that we
said the jungle. Hold on, wait.
Remember when H&M had dropped that shit and they were like, oh, it's the coolest monkey in the jungle with a little black boy in a green shirt. Everybody had went around America and tore down every H&M store, and for what? To prove the fucking point?
No.
Because we as a culture, we're still on catch-up mode.
Yeah.
We're still on, we're trying to have what other cultures had, but the way we do it is a different way. So it might be unorthodox to y'all because it's not the legal way, because out of the minorities, we gotta do. Hold on, the minorities, we gotta do it. We gotta do it. You know, under the table type shit to make it look right. Where you got the Rockefellers, you got the Warrens, you got all these motherfuckers.
You have all these rich white people doing the same shit, just not
but they're corrupt.
Selling drugs. Yeah,
they're corrupt.
But when
everybody of every race is corrupt, bro.
We never had the opportunity.
But when
we never had the opportunity to do that
it's
shit.
It's called grand larceny and some shit like that. But when black people do it, it's called robbery.
Bro.
It's scamming and shit like that. Like there's
white collar. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Yeah, I was about to say it depends on the level.
Trust me, I get it. But when they address it in the media, they're like, "Oh, these groups of NY thug committed scamming and beware of this scam, whatever." But in Wall Street, when white people do it at a grand scale and shit like that, it get called something that's a little bit more respectable, and it like condenses it down to make it seem like okay, like Jordan Belfort, if he was a nigga, bro, what, they wouldn't have gave this man a second chance. I swear to God.
I wouldn't say nigga, because nigga, we won't say this ignorance, but a Negro, if he was a part of the Negro congregation.
Please tell me what the difference between a nigga and a Negro is.
Okay,
Ignorance.
so I want to say, okay, so
by the way he just said it.
Okay,
I want
so
his definition.
he's gonna blurp it out anyway. So the ER part, I would say, is ignorance. The G part is more like a friendship type shit, like nigga what, like, you know what I'm saying? It's more like it's like a pronoun adjective verb type shit, you know what I'm saying? It fits in all of those. Because we can say that, like, my nigga or phrase. That nigga or
it's the same
these
with bitch.
niggas. Like,
and I'm just gonna have to cut you off, bro. You literally just said a pronoun.
It's like a pronoun verb, adjective type shit.
Pronoun verb.
The words he's looking for is part of speech. It's an operable part of speech.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
So
I was there. I just didn't have the proper verbiage. That's it.
Look, each one teach one. Okay.
Part of the Negro congregation. My baby.
I mean, I don't mean to throw no shots at the man sitting beside me because, you know, we talking about that and everybody love to say how he's white, but he's definitely Hispanic through and through. However, Hispanics are the ones that started racism.
Yep.
Conquistadors.
Like this,
yep.
On your knees.
On the couch. Yes, I'm addicted to vapes, goddammit.
On your knees.
He was doing it for Jesus.
I'm gonna put you in your most vulnerable state right now in front of everybody.
It is what it is. I'm like a fucking elephant seal, you know? They just land on the beach.
All right. Anyway, all right, we're moving on. So let's just take a quick what's up to the chat. See, we got a bunch of people up in there. Like I said, I mean, every week the viewers are getting more and more, and I just want to say it like this, right?
18?
Yeah.
Hey, we going up.
There's just nobody's saying nothing at the moment.
Oh,
we gotta wait.
Speak
so if you're in the
it.
chat, start just say things. If you have something to say, put it out there. We want to know what you have to say. We love when people come into the chat and come and join in on the conversation. And if it really gets intense, we could probably even bring you on stream for real. We could really set that up real fast. So, yeah, because we have the collab cam sitting right there.
Can we
Capri, what up, girl?
Can we address
Capri.
Can we address the elephant in the room?
Are we gonna do this right now?
Don't talk about Monty like that.
No, not Monty.
Oh shit.
No. I wouldn't do that to you, bro. I wouldn't do that to you. But fuck it. They brought it up, so I might as well finish it. Yeah, Monty, you know, we're putting him through AA meetings, so if y'all can donate $5, maybe $10 a day.
Oh yeah, you guys.
This is what we're doing.
All right, my guys, DD for the day.
All right, guys, here's what we got. Yeah, DD, I'm not even drinking. So yeah, I got arrested for the first time the other day. That was fun.
He's driving.
Yeah, I was just celebrating my birthday. I don't ever go out, y'all. I really don't ever go out. I don't do shit. I went out the other day, tried to have some fun. Of course, got a DUI, and that sucked. I don't think I'm gonna go to jail. Let's hope not. If I do, well, it'll probably be a couple days. It happens, you know. But I'm a kind of a criminal now, I guess. Right? Does that make me a criminal?
No, it don't really make you a criminal.
Cool points? If I go to jail, is that gonna give me more cool points? Or
no,
like,
it just makes you fucking stupid. Cause how the fuck you get caught?
Thank you. How you get caught, friend?
Tell him the story.
I was driving home. There was a roundabout in City Center, and apparently I didn't yield, and so the cop was just coming on that roundabout and just pulled up behind me and stopped me, and then I had to do the test things, and then he was like, do a breathalyzer, and I was like,
at least you didn't get stomped or beat.
Yeah, because I was mad cooperative like the entire time. So I'm gonna put it to y'all like this though.
Because you're cream.
So if you just cooperate, do what you're told, not try to fuss and fight back. Like if you know your rights, you know your rights. But if you know you're in the wrong and you do something wrong, like I knew I was in the wrong, take accountability for your actions. I wasn't about to sit there and just try to be like, oh no, I'm not drunk when clearly I was drinking. He was at the bar where I was at, and I know he saw me buy or get drinks around. Like he was there when I was drinking, so I'm
he
not gonna
bought
sit
you
there
the
and
first
buy.
drink.
No, he didn't buy me the first drink, but
did you breathe? You breathe in the breathalyzer, right? You did.
Yeah.
Because somebody like me would just be like, "Fuck it, I'm not doing that shit. I'm gonna fail. Just give me the ticket."
no, I just did it because, like I said, anything he told me to do, I just did it. I wasn't about to try to not cooperate in any way, shape, or
But you
form.
are cream colored, so you won't get the
They brown
backlash
paper
that
bag
most
you,
will
babes.
get. They're gonna look at you and be like, okay, we're gonna reprimand him, slap him on the wrist, and call it a day. Let a motherfucker.
All right, don't get me wrong. I don't want to make it seem like, our people are always being attacked for no apparent reason. My uncle is like prime example of a motherfucker to get away with DUIs all the time, and he's blacker than all of us.
Does he get away with them, or is he paying?
He's getting away.
We just started like
He's
really.
just
We just
very
got into
cooperative.
a freaking race topic a little while ago, Capri. But we moved past that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but
I did see that.
I mean, me personally, I just cooperated, bro, and I was just mad chill about it. It was just like, look, bro, you're doing your job. It is what it is. I have to take accountability for my actions, and
So what-
that was it. I
so
got
what
taken
about
to
if-
the station. We did some paperwork. We did another breathalyzer, and then we talked to the dude on the thing. He told him he didn't think I deserved to go to jail, and then he brought me to where I had to go.
Cause he's creamed.
Or maybe because I
Because he
just
was a decent person.
yeah,
The
maybe because I
fuck?
just didn't make his life 10 times harder than it has to be. Have
Now
you ever thought
that's-
about that?
Nope.
Because
You're
That,
cream
my friend,
colored.
is when I don't like black people.
I have an ex. Well, my ex fiance, he's a black cop in VA, and I'll ask him like certain questions about his experience as being a cop in general, but then also being like a black cop, and then me knowing who he was before that. But it wasn't like he was like something like that. He was in the military.
wait, hold on. I'm so sorry. I just saw something in the chat. We have to go back real quick to what Andrew Bricky said.
Yeah, because
Go read a history
What
book,
up,
bro.
Bricky?
please.
I don't know who
Hey,
you are.
Bricky, put them on game, G.
If you ask
Put
me
him
to
on game,
spell
G.
the say that,
Put
yes,
him
I
on
can
game.
say that.
Yeah, so if you want, go read a history book real quick. Yes, Spanish started racism.
Or better yet, look at the transatlantic slave trade and ask who originated the real slave, like the actual slave trade. It
go look
wasn't
up a video or
Britain.
something.
Hey, Bricky,
bro, but
this
yeah,
your
go ahead
time
and
to
go do
shine,
that.
bro. Burn their ass up.
It was,
I mean,
yeah.
right now he just made himself sound stupid because
Burn they
that
ass.
is literally
Bricky,
a
when I
true
catch
fact
you-
that Spanish are the
Hey,
one who started
Bricky,
racism.
Bricky, burn
Bricky,
their
when I
ass
catch
up,
you-
G.
Anyway,
I'm gonna
moving
hit
on.
you with a brick. No, I'm just, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I don't condone violence. Sometimes. So, sorry.
Anyway, moving on to the next thing. So let's go ahead and we just addressed that one elephant. Now let's address another one.
You
right?
got one?
It's another elephant.
You have
Don't
one?
talk about
Cause I got like two. I have two. I have
Y'all
two
got
elephants.
elephants.
There's like 3-4 elephants in the room.
I got one on my.
Well, we're gonna rewind to a few weeks ago of
Shit.
how intense the entire episode got. First things first, Rose, you were the other half of the viral video of the viral episode. So thank you for being a part of that. Thank you for being real and legit. We tried to defend
not
you the next
racism.
week while you
Or
weren't
colorism.
here, but like it only went but so far, and Ed just had no remorse. So now we're here again, right? I feel like the vibe is different though this time because we've talked. You've tasted some of her food.
That ain't got shit to do with it. She came off on some different type of energy. This time she came with food. Last time she came with dick on her mind. Like that. There's two different things.
This Tim, she came with food.
Even if I came with dick like on my mind, so to speak, I still like the person that you met. Yeah, I'm still the same person, but I was just hyped because this is the first time I had ever been on camera. And it's not like, oh, I was being hyped because of the camera. It was just I'm around people that like, because I was around the last woman that I was around, she introduced me to you guys. I don't know you. That's like going like, say if I had a birthday dinner, something intimate like that, and then I just got put around a bunch of my friends, like friends. I wouldn't know really how to act, and I wouldn't really know like besides what I am is what I'm telling you.
Yeah, but with that being said, is how you introduce yourself was totally different.
But like how
Because-
did
Yeah, why did you
wait.
present yourself that way?
But wait. Because before the cameras were cut on, the introduction that I gave was still the same person that I am right now. I was just wearing shorter clothes and
but
I
it
had
was-
a longer wig, and I guess my voice was more like energetic and like ready to go, but
But it
nothing
was-
about me has changed because I'll still say the same shit that I was saying last time because it's consistency.
No, but I think it was more or less the shouting out to motherfuckers in the car driving past, like, oh, what up, type of thing.
Yeah,
And it was
because
just
that's
like
how I
the-
am. I lived in Miami for the last 7 years. We're just fucking like Even if we're not
no. They're just
even
fucking.
If we're
That's,
not nice,
that's exactly what it is.
Okay. Call it what you want.
Oh, on the Twitch.
Nonetheless, though, I'm like, I just feel like we're just outspoken. Like, and then I was a dancer too, so I have no choice. Like, I'm not shy about shit. I don't give a fuck about nothing because what are you gonna do? Beat me up because you don't like the way I talk? You're gonna go to jail. What are you gonna do? Kill me because you don't like the way I talk? You're gonna go to prison. Like, it doesn't matter. There's no outcome that you're gonna like react to me for besides yelling at me. Bitch, I got yelled at by my parents. I don't give a fuck about nobody that's not paying my fucking bills.
It wasn't that. It wasn't that. And that's another elephant in the room that we're gonna jump to next. It was the motherfuckers in the comment that assumed because they watched a certain clip that they felt that I was bullying and I was degrading black women. No, I wasn't.
Not black women. You were degrading and bullying her.
No, I wasn't. Because at the end of the day, if I look, put it like this, bro. If I didn't fuck with Shorty and I really wanted to bully her, bro, I would have bullied her ass. I didn't say
that you didn't fuck with her, but you were bullying her.
I would have bullied her, and because even after the show, we sat on the couch and we talked.
I'm gonna do to you what you were doing to her and see how annoyed you get.
No. We were sitting on the couch for 15 minutes and we were talking.
Because I cited that too.
And we were chilling. Like, we were chilling after the show, but people don't see that shit.
For anybody who didn't see any other show or get any other explanation of who the fuck Ed is, he's a troll. He's
supreme troll. I want to be Captain Troll.
He's going to troll the fuck out of you until he can't troll you anymore.
I'm like Whack 100 and Academic
he technically
combined.
Isn't a bully.
He is the most fucking
hated. I'm the most hated right now, and I love it.
Embarrassing.
That's what you are, bro.
But I take it, cause what you want? You want this?
Yeah. Can you have this?
Oh, okay. Yeah, she going for number 2. See, and these are the moments I fuck with her. You know, she. At least
she was gonna walk in front of one of them anyway.
No, I don't care about that.
Look at me trying.
Hey, Captain Troll, Sir Troll, fucking Director Troll. I'm like the Hitler of trolls.
No, really. All he do is troll all day long.
But see, here's my thing. I wake up and I don't give a fuck. Bro. I say inflammatory
I don't know who your
shit.
Andrew friend is, but oh boy, he needs to go
get
research.
No, I was waiting for that.
No.
I want you to tell me about Andrew.
And see,
he's not wrong about the European slave trade.
Actually, you've actually met Andrew. You've met Andrew before.
Well, tell us
when we were back.
Like, I don't got no beef, Andrew. I don't want you to think that there's like beef, and I'm like.
When we were at Loud's place doing podcasts and shit like that, you met him. We were doing the crypto podcast and stuff like that before you even started podcasts. That's when we were doing interviews and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Andrew, what he does, bro, he studies. He studies all day long.
That's great.
So, fucking with him when it comes to knowledge and shit like that. That's why I said pull his card, bro. I'm watching. I mean,
we can do this. Like, we
pull his card because he know it. He know it.
I mean,
I'm not the smartest.
All right, well, I want to know. So,
but,
if you want to, I want to know about the European slave trade. When did that begin, sir?
I mean, but here's the thing. Even before slave trades and motherfuckers going overseas and shit like that, you have to think, who the fuck was in Egypt building the fucking pyramids? Poor
Jews?
People. It was
Hebrews?
poor motherfuckers. When like Africa and shit like that, we actually sent people the fuck off. You can't just go to some continent as no person who doesn't speak the fucking native language. You had to learn the native language. You had to meet people who were like previously there before like the slave trade and shit like that had started. So you just kind of have to educate yourself as far as like the way that people had went about communicating and then causing all of these things to happen, because you can't just say, oh, they just went on the ship. We didn't just fucking go on no ship.
Yeah.
There's leaders and politics and shit like that before.
I mean, yeah. And
I mean, you can't say it was probably a couple motherfuckers to be like, yeah, I'll go.
A lot of things.
But I mean, if you go to any country, damn there, it really isn't. It isn't incumbent upon like your skin color when you're in like other countries until like in lieu of like the last recent 400. Wait. Let me finish. Let me land the plane real quick.
Okay.
But when we're talking about like last like 400 years or whatever, yeah, it's incumbent upon your skin color and shit like that. But before all of the racial shit was like built into us, it was really a caste system. It was how much money do you make? And even right now, it's displaying itself.
It's the exact same thing.
Miss Good,
that's what I'm
Miss
saying.
Goodwin, please teach me. You said it's not the Hebrews. Please teach. Let's go.
But this
take a
is my
history
thing,
lesson.
though. Before we get to that, because
why are we gonna stay on
we
this
say
topic?
we say that
Controversial.
racism didn't exist, and yes, the caste system was a thing.
It's controversial.
However, the one thing that does get me that nobody decides to speak on often about is that the Hispanic culture, the Portuguese, all of them, they did practiced colorism. That's how they separated the Africans, by their color, the lighter ones and the darker ones.
Right.
They separated their own people, the lighter and the darker.
This is what people, I think this is the misconstruct here, is that slavery and racism are two different things. Like, they were two different things. So understand what we're saying here. We're not saying slavery was started by the Spanish. We are saying racism was started by the Spanish. Slavery may have been started by the Europeans. There's been slaves happening since medieval times, people. They weren't always just black people either, by the way.
But can I ask a question that really nobody today really knows the answer to?
I'm a free slave.
Can we seriously sit here and ponder the fact of, like, don't you think that every single continent, before we were countries and shit like that and divided like that, don't you think that every single, like, person that was just within, like, a tribe or a village or however you want to call it, a civilization or whatever, don't you feel like they had a certain amount of pride because that's all they fucking knew at a time? So can we really sit here and be like, I'm not saying white pride is not bad. Don't fucking quote me on that. What I'm saying is, though, everybody has had some sort of racial pride, but it's only really demonized when it's the white people doing it. We can't say that we have Spanish pride or we have, like, black pride and shit like that, but then demonize. Don't fucking quote me on this.
Nope, quote her.
Don't quote me on
Quote
this.
her ass.
But what I'm saying is we can't sit here and compare two evils because they're both evil.
Fuck
at
the
a
colonizers.
point. You can't sit here and be like,
girl.
I'm not saying to be exclusatory and just, if I say Black Lives Matter, your white life doesn't matter. But that's why people come and retaliate with that type of rhetoric, because they're like, okay, well, you can't say this. Everybody can say what the fuck they want to say. Everybody's been saying what the fuck they want to say, and everybody's been who the fuck they wanted to be since the beginning of time.
I mean, yeah.
And it's only since recent events in the last 70 fucking years.
I think my point was, though, is that slavery was way before just black people were slaves. There was slavery in ancient fucking
slavery
China.
Always existed.
There was slavery in Egypt. There was slavery all over the place. So again,
if you have
slavery
tribes,
and racism are not the same thing.
They're not.
So for you guys who are trying to say they are, again, go back and go. I literally just did a quick fucking Google search and already found multiple articles, multiple articles that were saying they're not the same thing.
He went to Caucasian Google and looked that shit up. He said, "Well, Caucasian Google is slavery and racism the same thing." So you don't
use Google to go find information?
But you know that
Caucasian
Google
said, "Nah, them niggas is all the same."
It really is.
Because they actually don't allow. Is it that they don't allow Google at all in China, or is it? It's something else that they don't allow. I know China actually
they don't allow for us to read They don't allow for them to read American literature and the American Bible.
I know it's a lot
like
of things that in China that is like a strict restriction internet-wise.
The Chinese regime is a motherfucker.
But they do allow happy endings, and that's what matters the most.
They allow happy endings.
Clip that shit.
They allow happy endings, and that's what matters the most. Passport bros.
Hold on.
No, we're not talking about lady boys.
Thank you.
We're not talking about lady boys, but Thailand females.
There's more than lady boys.
There's more than lady boys.
When I think Thailand, I think a lot of lady boys. I'm not gonna lie, they're very pretty. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I want to just go ahead and get this out the way. My grandma had did some time like serving for the U.S. military. Serving for the U.S. military during Desert Storm and shit like that. So she got some Iraqi dinar. I just want to let you know, if you have Iraqi dinar at all right now, 25,000 times 4, which 100,000 Iraqi dinar is 11,500,000 baht. You can get you like 7,000 fucking different Thailand bitches as bride prices.
That sounds nice.
You can get a villa. The currency exchange on that shit right now, I'm dropping sauce.
I would never
go get you some Iraqi dinar, trade your American currency. It's $176 for $100,000 of Iraqi dinar.
Shout out to them.
Trade it up to baht, Thailand baht.
Bring it to America.
Bang shit.
Just saying.
Bring that thought process to America.
I'm still puzzled on us being uneducated. I apologize.
We are. I mean, we are completely uneducated, fucking ignorant fucks. You know what I mean? Just let it happen. Let it be. Ready?
Because what I am going to say is everybody is ignorant in some aspect of their life. Where you think that you know something, you could be completely fucking dumb. Let me tell you something. People learn new things every fucking day. It is something new to be learned every day. The fact that you are sitting stagnant on one thought just really makes me realize how much of a closed mind that you have in opposition to the rest of us on this panel. So
educate us, don't embarrass us.
No.
If you're so much smarter than everybody, don't sit here and attack somebody's lack of knowledge.
Share it, friend.
Share it.
And this is the reason why I said earlier when we was talking about black people and how they go against each other, and you was like, oh, well, when do they take accountability? That is to me is a prime example of the fact that, yeah, I mean, that's us taking accountability right now.
Wow.
Get immersed.
Okay.
We love our people, but we fuck up sometimes.
I'm not gonna keep going about it because I could go about it all night, and my views on it are just, again, I'm Spanish, right? So
Cream.
I don't look from a white person's perspective, and I don't look from a black
like
person's
a beige
perspective.
carpet.
I look at both of y'all,
Well,
and I
what
see
about
the
the
shit.
black
I see
people?
I see the faults in white people and where they're wrong, and how I do feel like they don't treat black people the way they should be treated. I do totally agree with that. They don't. But I also see that black people do a lot of shit that they shouldn't be doing. A lot more of the time.
Because of slavery.
And then blames it on slavery every single fucking time.
I wouldn't even say that. Like, most people,
That's my point.
Most people
they do it because of slavery. Oh, we got treated so terribly. Don't
over
get me
100
wrong.
years ago.
No, and we still get treated terribly. I'm not gonna make it seem like we are like everything is just perfect. But at the end of the day, every culture has some type of mistreatment. You are one person. We are individuals. Am I wrong? Are you not an individual? And we all have our own mindsets. We all think differently, correct? We may relate on some things, but we all have a different idea.
And
so to just sit there and kind of generalize
a populace.
Yeah, I don't like that. I just hate the
diaspora.
The diaspora. Okay. But I just hate the generalization because it's like, it's too many of us to sit there and be like, oh yeah, everybody is this. All black people are violent.
But do niggas not like chicken?
No, I know you ain't never said that.
Hispanic people not like tacos?
No, I didn't at all. Not even close.
Do Asian women not be able to drive? Do Arab people not have corner stores? Like, come on now. Do Jew people not have money?
There's stereotypes that are definitely true, and there's stereotypes that are put on that are pretty much they're just fucked up stereotypes. But how did the stereotype become a stereotype?
Because it's fucking true. You monitor.
I'm not gonna say it's necessarily true, but there's a big group of those people who do that stereotype.
It's objectively the truth is objective. It's objectively true. So you're not the fucking exception to the rule because you're the one black person who's on a keto diet that only includes a pescatarian diet. You're not no fucking unicorn because you're an Asian woman who can be able to drive. Bitch, we've been saying this shit since the beginning of time, and it's like I said, Family Guy is running the way that it is because they haven't changed up the way that they talk about shit. Because it's fucking true. South Park is the same fucking way. And the reason why people love it is because that's the one space besides like Red Pill podcasts and shit like that where you can say the inconvenient truth to large diasporas of people.
Yeah.
Seriously. I ain't gonna lie. People who watch them type of Red Pill, blue pill shit, I can't.
I fucks with you, man. She on her shit.
Oh,
today.
nah, don't be like that now.
She on her
fuck
shit.
You.
Hey,
Fuck you.
Oh, she's on her shit.
No, because all week you was on some shit. Oh, I'm about to rip you apart. I'm about to this and that. What have I been telling you though? What have I been telling you? I said when you really talk to Shorty, bro, you not gonna feel the same way.
So guess what?
And it was no.
Hold on, guess what?
I'm gonna call you out on your shit.
Okay,
fuck you.
call me out.
Pussy.
But guess what? At the end of the you raw with that shit. But
like my guy just wow.
you raw with. I hope they bend your ass over when you go to jail. Take
right.
your fitted cap and everything. But anyways, like I said, the reason why I felt a certain type of way is because she came on some raw type energy. Now this show, she's coming on some educational energy. You know, a lot of people's like, oh, he think he an empath, he can't feel that shit. Nigga, I can feel that shit. Like today, she's on some different type of shit.
Wait, hold on.
I thought she.
I don't get it. They thought you were an empath.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Did they think you were
I literally said
me and Ed were literally America's Most Wanted.
Yeah, bro.
For the whole week.
Bro, if you go through those comments, you'll see, bro. They was eating me and Monty.
This is why I don't read the comments.
It's not about reading them. It's about like, okay,
you
cool.
Kind of do got.
You can see once you want to see the growth.
You baby, that's why I stay the fuck out the comments.
Yeah, bro.
Section.
Like when you want to see the growth.
Nobody read me more than I read myself.
Self-deprecation is not a joke.
No, but here's the thing about the comments, right? So they don't bother me because all week I was called soft, I was called gay, I was called this, all just simply because I fucking respect women. Unlike Ed over here, I actually respect women, right? So because of that,
see, because of that, I don't like the cream people. Fuck them.
I was called soft all week, And it doesn't really bother me because, again, it's just social media, people who don't really know you. And these are people who are seeing short-ass clips that, again, I manipulate the way I want you guys to see them.
God
so,
damn, you get
right,
up every
like, you
5
keep
minutes.
getting up, shorty.
I'm sorry.
She about to shit on herself.
Damn, she about to get kicked off the show, bro.
She about to shit on
Continue
herself.
your statement.
Anyway.
motherfucker.
Damn, you're rude too.
Yeah, no, I'm rude as shit today.
No, I'm
bro.
talking about Tay. Tay
yeah,
rude.
I mean,
she
she
mean.
I'm PMS and mind your business. Keep going.
We don't give 2 fucks about
Is that why you wore the brown pants?
That's my guy. He knows a girl. He knows a girl.
I love it.
Smart man.
That's funny. Anyway, but yeah, the comments really don't bother me too much because it's just like, again, these are people who don't know us, and if you don't watch the whole show, like if you're somebody who watches every episode and you're tuned in with us all the time, and then you want to start judging me, go ahead. But if you're just somebody who's brand new to the comments because you saw a 60-second long clip and now you're gonna make your entire judgment of somebody based off that 60-second long clip,
Go off.
go off. Yeah, have fun. Have fun. Just say
Hey,
whatever you want. I don't give 2 fucks.
I actually love that shit because most of the females that had some negative shit to say about me personally, y'all built like a box Chevy.
Oh my God. Why did I know that was coming?
And for a fact, y'all got like 3-4 baby daddies and y'all single as fuck. So I actually studied y'all pages. So I actually looked at everything y'all got going on. Y'all some basic bitches, and I wish y'all would come on the show because I'll eat y'all ass alive for real.
Not
no
only
cap.
that, y'all
Eat
look like
that
y'all would
ass
hang
up.
out with each other.
Huh?
The people. Never mind.
I'm sorry, my mouth dropped low. What'd you say?
No.
Somebody hanging out with each other.
I said they look like they would hang out with each
Oh,
other.
probably. I mean, and then it's all like the incel guys who never learn respect from their parents because they were probably in single mother households who watched their mother get fucked up all their lives.
Why do
and they
you
just
keep saying that?
never
You
learn
said that
respect.
shit earlier.
Because bro, I grew up with both my parents and I learned respect
But
for women,
you
right? But a
asked-
lot of dudes who grew up in a single mother household who watched their mother get abused, get beat, get whatever, this, that, and
They turn out to be
the same way. So it's like that's a lot of those people I can already tell.
But you
But that's
asked
a
a dumb
general-
dumbass question
wait.
earlier. You said you literally said when we were talking, you said, Ed, were you raised by a single
I
mother?
see you,
I was just
Capri.
like, the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, because
I was raised by my
being if you come from a single parent household opposed to having both of your parents, bro, you're different people all around, and I don't care
There's
what nobody
actually a
says.
statistic to support it that single mother households create more degenerates in society, more serial killers, more rapists, more murderers, more people
The fuck
that
is you talking about? Ted Bundy and Dahmer had both his parents. Fuck is you talking about? I mean, Dahmer's parents got divorced, but
Right. So he didn't have his parents in his formative years of his adulthood or his adolescence.
I mean, shit. If you ain't got it together by then fuck it. It's too late.
You can't have it together when you're 13 and 14 years old. That's why it doesn't matter if you have a little white boy who didn't have his mom and dad. If he didn't have his dad, it's a big fucking difference if you didn't.
So
have
if
his mom.
Monty didn't have his father, because he's part of the cream congregation,
I would be a whole different person. I can guarantee you for a
would.
fact I would be a whole different person. I most likely would not have been able to see in my perspective, in my experience, what a man is like in a household.
I said this a long time ago because, Ed, I think you've already addressed that you weren't raised in a single mother household, but you were raised by your father and his wife, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So it's like you do see the difference from being raised in like your mom, your dad household in opposition to, because I can't make it seem like you didn't have a 2-parent household. If
Yeah,
you
'cause I
had
definitely-
a 2-parent household
Yeah.
because you had a stepmom, but it was still a tad bit different. If you get what I'm saying,
It was a
you were still your dad still had the ring. If you get what I'm saying, I'm almost certain your dad still had this is my son. So your mom was just like full regalia, go off.
The
like
fathers
no,
are the authoritative ones.
my mother, and she watches the show. She comments sometimes, and she'll
And
tell
we
you.
know.
And she'll tell you, my
Shout out
mother,
to Erica in the chat.
I did visitations with her most of my life. Now, my stepmom, she was raw, uncut. Like, she was the type of woman to be like, yo, don't let no female play you. Understand how the game works.
Did
If
she have any children prior to you?
Yeah. My stepbrother, she raised both me
Okay.
and my stepbrothers all at the same time. So she in fact, she had boys. So she was like she was a nurse. So she would be like, yo, before you smash a shorty or whatever like that, and you might do her wrong or whatever like that, this is what your shit gonna look like, or this is what her shit look like. This is what you need to expect. If you want to meet a female or whatever, like, hold the door open, buy her a gift to show her that you have that affection. Like, my stepmom put me on some real life shit. Like, I'm not going for the goofy shit though.
Taught you how to be
a woman, like how to be.
His mom was there. He had a separate.
But here's my thing.
Yeah, I had two different women trying to raise me at the same time.
It is factually true, though, that the reason why she's your stepmom and the reason why you have step brothers is because of the fact that she had went through a failed relationship or two at some point. Clearly, one, and that's not to attack her character, because there's nothing wrong with walking away from a relationship if it doesn't serve you. However, the blueprint for what a lot of men want is traditionalism, and the shit that men aren't going for is exactly the women that they come from. Mm-hmm. So it's changing. Yeah, I get it. You would want better for your future generation. There's nothing fucking wrong with that. However, when you're sitting here trying to demonize like the women that they kind of walk in your mom's likeness, or they walk in like your aunt's likeness, you kind of got to take a step back and realize why you don't like that type of shit. Like, I know black dudes who are like, I don't date black bitches because X, Y, and Z. Oh, their hair is short, or they're too loud, or whatever. But when you go to their family reunions, if they have them,
that's all it's full of.
That's all it's full of. Big church lady elbows and all that extra shit. Like, come on now.
I will say that my stepmom, my stepmom, she was the only woman I know that would challenge my dad. My dad was a fucking big ass dude. So when he said his shit, that was law. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I'm saying? So when my stepmom came to power and she was like 5'2", and she telling the motherfucker that's 5'11", over 200 something pounds, hey, this, that, and the third, she made me fear black women. I was just like, oh, hell no, I'm not dealing with this shit.
So this just really brought a question to my thought, because I don't know if y'all feel the same way. So I wonder, as he just said, you know, his stepmother was the only woman that he knew that could meet his dad at his roughness type thing.
Yeah, for a fact, she was.
I feel like I am a true believer in balance. I believe that I shouldn't have to meet you where you are here. We should balance one another and meet at that and just have that midpoint. If you get what I'm saying, you hold your end, I hold mine, and we balance this. Sometimes I feel like that is the main issue. Women are trying to combat with their men to be able to show that, yeah, I can stand here with you, but it's like we lose our femininity in that.
Yeah, and that's what it came with, making men, oh, you could talk about your feelings, you could do this, you could do that, but then when we do it, it's a problem. See, me personally, I looked at her and I was just like, that's a woman, because once she had a job, she took care of the family, and at the end of the day, when my dad went on his little escapades and shit like that, she handled that shit. I respected it. It was just when it came to like the arguments and shit, I was scared of black women. Black women, like other cultures, I've dated multiple cultures, and they're usually, hey, yo, end of discussion. It is what it is. And they shut the fuck up, cross your legs, and it is what it is. But with a black woman, you gonna hear what she got to say, and you gonna understand how she feel. And if you don't, then you kick to the curb.
You see, but let me tell you something. The fuck out of me, for real, for real. That is a negative aspect to trauma.
Yeah.
That is a negative trait that we have adapted from trauma, of being not heard and feeling as if we were at the lowest. But
I think that ties back to what Monty said about the accountability shit, because at what point do you say, all right, I don't have to sit here. You can't use what someone else went through 70 fucking years prior to you as a crutch to what you're doing right now in 2023. Go get fucking therapy. They have it on the phone now, and y'all be on the phone all day, but be listening to bitches on Instagram who live a different life. But then sit here and
yet again.
You ain't never went to therapy?
Yes, I have.
Actually. I mean, but
you went to therapy about your ex?
No, I went to therapy before.
I can't stand
No, you went to therapy about your ex, because that's all you've been talking about lately anyway. So I'm just like, did you go to therapy?
But I definitely
when do I talk about her?
Bitch, you just talked about it today, motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about?
When?
But see, that's the difference between black women. When? And then there's
you're talking about earlier.
And then there's black bitches.
But that was a whole.
There's
different,
niggas, and then there's story. Black men, and then there's boys. Yeah, there's black boys. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's levels to every single piece of every single race.
There's so much black and white and yellow and brown. And
see, and look, listen. I feel like the only reason
all be fucking humans.
We are all humans.
You can't.
We are though. We are. hard. The only reason why we can't is because we're all still stuck in that social construct that's already been placed for us. We were born into a social construct. So it's going to be very hard for us sitting right here today to say, oh yeah, I just want to do away with colorism and however you look. We're all human, and this
that's
is
the all lives matter versus
you know what it really is?
Exactly.
You know what it really is?
Emotional damage.
That's exactly what the fuck it is.
It's in the animal culture. You'll see snakes eat other snakes. You won't think, oh, well, you're a snake, so I can't eat you. They eat other snakes. There's gorillas and monkeys that don't fuck with other monkeys.
Do you know when they eat other snakes?
Can I say this too? My wolf dog, who's half German Shepherd, I know for a fact that he bonds with the German Shepherd puppy I have now because for some reason, like, they just instinctually know, like, this is my breed. This is, like, if they were humans, these are my people. You know what I'm saying?
So, Monty, who's your people?
Who's my people?
You on the cream side or you on the dark side?
But he has curly hair, afro hair. If he's not a Jew, if he's not a Jew,
right?
then
I'm on
he's
my
Afro.
own goddamn side, my
that's
boy.
What
I ain't
Puerto
gonna
Rican
hold you
is. There's not one Spanish-speaking country that you could possibly travel to that don't got niggas darker than all of us in the room. I swear to God. I swear to God.
I'm gonna put it like this. Okay.
And it's more of us like that than it is the lighter skinned Hispanics. That's why the lighter skinned Hispanics, the lighter skinned Indians, and the lighter skinned Asians get all the camera time and be on the media and be in the camera and be on movies and shit like that. Colorism is not just practiced amongst black people. Like, I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead, Monty.
I just was lost of what was going on. But I'm with me, myself, and I. I hate everybody the same. Everybody in this room sucks to me.
Boy,
everybody who watches the show is some ass. Honestly, everybody who just isn't me is just garbage to me. So,
well, you're garbage. So,
just play.
I guess we're all just a pile.
No, there's things from there's like things from every race, right? There's things from every race that really just there's things white people do that fucking just bug me, right? There's things that black people do that just bug me. There's things that Mexican people do that bug me. There's things that Puerto Ricans do that bug. There's things that everybody does that bugs me.
But is there a certain verbiage that I feel like the black culture is the only one that has that certain verbiage that gets under our skin. Like, for white folks, if a black person get mad at you, bro, like, the best term we got for you is fucking cracker, peckerwood, and shit like that.
I don't. But we've been through this. I don't say the N-word, bro. I just don't.
But it's a trigger. It's a trigger. Even Asians.
But if you're a grown-ass person getting triggered by a fucking word, go to therapy. You can't be practicing that you're fucking grown or that you move past some shit or that you're so above whatever the fuck limitations that your race has set in place for you if you're reacting to a fucking word. Some letters. Based off of another the Phoenician alphabet was the first fucking alphabet ever transcribed. So stop sitting here pretending like some letters, a conjugation of fucking letters, defines who the fuck you are as a person.
Is this the same person that got offended 2 weeks ago?
I didn't get
up some shit.
Who, me?
Yeah,
I didn't get offended because you were calling me a hoe. I got offended.
I didn't call you a hoe. God damn. Jesus, I didn't call. First and foremost, and I want to say this with you being on the show, I didn't call you no bitch. I didn't call you. I know the fuck I didn't.
Run it back.
Bro, please, somebody, again, run it back. I didn't call you no bitch. I didn't call you no hoe. I was just agreeing to what the fuck you were saying about yourself.
That I was a hoe.
So, but I didn't say it. But I wasn't like, yeah, you a hoe. I didn't say that. I was just like, yeah, I mean, you sell it for $250. Like, you know, it is what it is.
I doubt very
but at the
same, it's $250.
So let me ask this question.
No, it was $250 for 15. I swear to God.
Oh, $250.
Hit the button.
Lie to you though.
Hit the button.
Which one?
That's why I was like, hold on.
I mean, but let's be honest though. Like 15 minutes for a lot of guys, that's all we need.
Hold on, 15 minutes.
Yo, I used to make niggas pay for the hour. I don't give a fuck if you bust within
Eric, before you even want to sit
for that hour beforehand.
For 2 seconds.
Sorry.
Before you even try to sit here and cap, don't sit here and act like every time you fucking for an hour. You're not. Like, you're fucking not. Bro, there's literally
she said 5 minutes.
We said 15 minutes.
I said 5 and he agreed.
And you did say.
He agreed with 5.
He was just like.
She said 5.
He agreed
and
with
that's
5.
what I was bugging about. Like, guarantee you, have I had some coochie that made me bust in like 5, 3 minutes, 2 minutes?
Okay, all right, we're on the same page then. My fault. We're on the same page.
But
I can't relate.
I'm about to say, bro, we're all as
guys.
Bro, we're all as guys. We've had times where we busted mad quick,
we're more
bro.
sensitive than they are. Like, they can fucking
and then
take
especially
a
if a shorty's just like, don't come. Now you're really gonna make me come. Like, don't tell me not to come.
Argument. Like, don't think about the pink elephant. What's in your head? A pink elephant. immediately. That's the pink
It
elephant.
ain't
So,
even-
like, if somebody just like broke down and said, "Your grandma naked, sweaty," like,
If I know I'm about
Someone
to
see my
bust,
grandma naked
shit,
sweaty,
I
that's
just
how I
start.
got here.
Yeah, but you just going. But if you're talking,
is that gonna turn you on?
if
Keep
you're
going?
talking
Nah.
about that shit, it's literally gonna shrivel me up.
I'll start thinking about like dead puppies and shit. Like I'll start
Dead
thinking about something
puppies?
that's turning me off.
Damn,
yeah,
you
so
gotta
that-
go that dark.
That's
I
that
mean,
cream
because
shit.
sometimes it'd be
You're
like,
right.
fuck, I'm really about to
Sometimes you be
bust, but
showing
I'm
your
not ready to
ass.
bust because I know once I'm busting, I'm not gonna want to fuck no more for the time
Honestly,
being.
No discussion.
I'll turn on the TV. I'll turn on the TV and
My
give her
man said
strokes.
dead
I'll look at the
No,
TV.
that's a fact though.
And
That's a
last
fact
long.
though. That's a fact though.
I'll watch a
That's
whole
a good
episode
move too.
stroke
Just
you.
watch, just watch
Let her
the
get her
TV.
nut and she don't even know.
Yup, just tell her like
Hold on,
turn
let me tell
around
you
or just
something.
like put her head to the
Now
side. and
this
you can
is
just-
the main reason why I am not doing anything with the television on. I've caught my mans looking at the television, and I said, "What the fuck?
Yeah.
How the fuck
Am
are you
I not
talking to
doing?
me?
How are no like? And I know for a fact that I'm not giving you mediocre tonight. Tonight I'm not giving you mediocre. The other night,
in
maybe,
your head,
but
it maybe
maybe
not
the
have
other
been
night.
It's not
mediocre,
mediocre,
but
it's
no,
in
listen.
his head, it was
But
probably
listen,
like
basic.
Listen, but
This is
no,
basic.
because no,
It's basic.
because
Model pussy.
she's bouncing just like she
No
usually
deal.
does.
It's a Honda Civic.
no, because I've actually because
a
I was
Nissan
offended
Altima.
by that night, and he had to express
no
that
poses,
sometimes
no
you got to
backup
distract
cam.
yourself when you're trying to keep the nut in.
It's a 2007.
I was offended, and then he had to explain to me what y'all do to keep a nut,
stop.
to not nut, and I guess that's what y'all do.
Yeah, sometimes
So
you have
sometimes
to.
you gotta
Yeah.
distract
That's just
yourself
like
and
the
go
pre-jerk off before fucking.
But what's the purpose of turning off all the lights for anything? I'm turning on the lights. I want to see this shit.
I'm set. Yo,
I don't
want
wanna
to
be-
saying. I'm like,
I'm
why
not
you have all
Batman.
the lights off. Like,
I'm
we
not
need
Batman.
something on.
That's
I
what
gotta
the LED
see.
is for. You got the LED red light on. That way you can
Even
still
then it's
see
still dark.
silhouette and you see everything
I like
you need
oil.
to see.
I like shininess.
And it still looks shiny with oil in a red LED light. What are you talking about? Red light's special.
Trust and believe, I had a whole red room, and when I tell you, I'd rather have that shit with the lights on.
But see, that's because
No, I'm cool with the red light.
men are visual
Get
when
closer to
they're
your mic.
having sex.
Get closer to your
sorry.
mic.
Men are visual when they're having sex. Women, if you notice when a woman is orgasming or trying to get there, I don't know if we can say that, orgasming or when she's trying to get there,
They start to twitch.
her eyes are closed for the most part. Like we
Yes.
very rarely come with our eyes open because we're sitting there trying to close out that, because they say like when one of your senses is taken away, the other ones are heightened. So when we're not looking, our sensation, our touch, and all of that is superior.
I mean, when I'm busting, I close my eyes too. From
I
this
mean,
one.
but
I'd be
why?
like,
You close your
Oh my
eyes?
gosh.
Have a
So
choice.
this might be a
You praying
little
while I'm
off
busting?
topic.
Praying to
and
the sex gods.
I mean, I'm not busting in her,
I'm
so
definitely taking it away from
Shit,
the
cream
negative
pie all day.
aspect, but this makes sense now because when I get tattoos, I have to look at it or else it'll hurt. Mm-hmm. And it's because when our eyes are closed, we're
feel
focusing more on all of the other
the
sensations.
feeling and the sound.
Exactly, but if I'm looking at it, I'm not as focused on it. I can't focus on the pain as much.
Or when you're at the dentist, how many times have you just been sitting there with your eyes open, looking at these type of bright ass lights with your eyes open, just looking at them?
Right,
You
just
close
looking
your
while they
eyes for the
drilling
most
it.
Hell
part.
no, I talked to him. Make sure you get number 17
How
on the
can
back
you
side.
talk
I
to
have a
them?
cavity.
How can you talk
with
to them?
that
Your mouth
fucking
is
mouth
open.
jack.
Well,
You're not
see,
finna-
I went to school for the shit, and for
Oh,
a
yeah, I
fact,
forgot.
You can definitely talk with your mouth open with the shit, and like legit.
You hear that, ladies? You can talk to him while you sucking dick. Okay.
I've had it happen.
You can say your ABCs.
that's not even what was said.
if you
but
can
she's
recite
not
the
lying.
ABCs, then you can say anything.
Damn it, I have.
I mean, but if wait, hold on. If you're able to still talk with a dick in your mouth, doesn't that mean the dick's probably not that big?
no, she
No,
got
that
big
does not
jaws.
mean that.
She must
That
have a
bitch
big
is
ass
just,
jaw.
she got a good way of
She's
working her mouth.
trained.
She probably can sing
She
really
knows-
well.
Y'all made me. Hey, look.
She can
Hey, look.
sing.
And
She
they
can
made me,
sing.
and they made me look stupid as fuck last
can
week when y'all
sing.
talking about the shit. And everybody agreeing, yeah, she kind of makes sense about, in the womb we were trained to suck the thumb, and so we're
Yeah,
used to it.
nigga,
Yeah, but
and
I'm
I'm
just like,
lying.
we're
bro,
talking
what?
about something totally different now. Like, we're not talking about in the moon anymore. I'm talking about talking while sucking dick. If she could talk while she's sucking your dick, does that mean that you don't have that big of a dick because
Every
she's still
single
able to move her
throat
mouth?
giver Is a good
I don't
singer.
want her. I actually, honestly,
Swear to God.
Because
I
I mean,
don't-
like
I
me
don't
personally, if a girl tries to say
literally.
anything, she's like, oh, like
but you got
she can't actually talk.
But see, when you deal with a lot of females,
mean
bro,
she
you'll
can't actually
understand
talk?
that some females
Because my
got
dick's in her mouth.
Some females have big mouths and some of them have small mouths. Just like with guys. Some guys have short tongues. Some guys have long tongues.
But the tongue length doesn't matter. It's the motion.
Thank you.
Stop move. Why the fuck when I moan are you moving? Stay where the fuck you're at. I don't moan no other time besides where you're at. Why are you moving?
Do you know how hard?
That's why
you know how hard that shit
hair.
is.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, because you got to understand the spots that are making y'all moan the most are the spots that feel the best.
Let me
us
tell you
too,
how
like,
to eat pussy. This way. Windshield wiper motion. Not up and down. Windshield wiper.
Hold up.
Windshield wiper.
Our tongue don't even go like
don't
that.
do shit for me. I need the helicopter.
Pull the hood. No, but see, look. But that's also windshield wiper motion because it's not going just left. It's not
That's
going
windshield
like
wiper
We're done.
motion
We
and the
lost.
side to side.
No, we're
That's
learning.
all
We're
of it
learning.
together.
We're educating ourselves.
Okay,
Hold on.
but also have a little bit of suction. Don't sit here and put my fucking clit between your fucking gap, Randy. I don't like it. I don't know a nigga named Randy.
Hey,
but
yo, what the fuck? How you put Randy out like
I
that?
just really
who
hope
Randy
no
is, but
parents
I'm gonna
or
just-
grandparents or anything is watching right now.
this is not for y'all.
It is for them. How you think you got here? They was eating coochie. They
I
was
got
fucking.
2 kids, so y'all know
It's just gonna.
She
She
became
ain't
a
getting for no
Twinkie.
reason, okay? Like,
they got
Somebody
here
made her a
somehow.
she got upgraded. She got promoted from toaster strudel to Twinkie.
But that's just shit.
I don't know. I don't like being a toaster strudel too much at all.
Oh, you're no fun.
I don't.
Oh
the
no,
clean off.
that's no
Did you give
fun.
me a warm rag? Fuck a rag. Fuck a towel, a dry towel. Fuck a paper towel.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you.
Give
The
me a warm
first
wash rag.
The first time a shorty did that for me and gave me a warm wash
Yo,
rag, bro,
yo.
I was like, oh.
I
Y'all
love
give-
you.
Hold
love
on.
me, bitch.
Oh.
Hold on. Y'all give rags?
Right?
Y'all
Low
give
key,
rags?
I was like,
You be
oh.
lucky if you get a tissue or a wet wipe with me. You know what I'm saying?
No, like I got a rag at the end of the bed. That's
shit.
just
like, you know, you ever seen Rush Hour when he was like, clean yourself up, you're bleeding. I'm like that. Like, you know, to throw that shit on you, like, yo, clean yourself up.
Ew.
I ain't gonna hold you though. I don't mind just like if it's like on her stomach, I'll just give it a good old wipe. Or if it's on her ass, I'll just give it a good
If
old
you a
wipe.
real
Or-
freak, eat it.
I can take a quick little toaster
Hey, yo,
strudel
shout
in the
out to
back
her.
of the stomach.
Shout out to ding, ding, ding,
But
ding.
y'all gotta
She
get
said,
that
"Eat
shit
it."
off real fast because I don't like it. Once it gets cool,
You're no fun.
And shit,
Once
like,
it gets
come on.
cool, it's no longer appealing. Like when it's warm, it's
You're
like,
no longer
ooh.
appealing after
but
that.
once it gets cool, it's like,
like
get
when-
this shit off of me. What are you doing?
But it's also too like when you like masturbate and then you come, you're like, get this fucking nasty ass filthy shit off my
Do
phone
you
screen.
hold on? Do you feel disgusted? Hold on. Do you feel disgusted?
Yo, I ain't gonna.
I thought I was the
really
only
how
one.
it is. I'm
Like-
all into it until the bus comes, and now I'm just like, all right, get this shit off my screen.
Go back
not
to
even,
Twitter,
not
real
even
quick.
that, bro. You ever do the shit and you just be like, damn, I'm a nasty motherfucker. Like, look at me. Like, I'm trash. I'm
Like,
scum.
you
7 porn videos
Like,
in.
Yeah, you
3
looking
different-
at the fucking point. Yeah, you go through it. It's just like
you look-
tab on tab on tab.
That's why I
look,
do compilation.
just
Fuck all that other
yesterday-
shit. I swear.
Just
Cream by
yesterday,
compilation. Like,
right afterwards, I was like, damn, I lie to you not. I looked up and said, God, I know you saw that. Like, damn, I am sorry.
Well, she let us know she was watching
I'm
porn and
sorry.
masturbating yesterday.
Yeah,
Alright.
for real.
You got to. When them hormones is moaning.
Thank you.
When the
PMS
whores is moaning.
serious.
But do y'all do that shit when y'all
read?
red? Like, when it's red week, y'all still do that shit?
That's when it's at its height, like at its peak.
It depends on how I'm feeling. I might do it like 1 to 2 times
Hold
just to
on.
like really get my point
I
across
don't think
to myself.
I don't
but-
think you, look. I'm not inserting
inside.
anything. I'm not
Clitoral
going
stimulation.
inside.
Yeah, the
it's just the
clit.
flick
Yeah, I
of
can
the
see the
bean.
clit. Yeah, I can see the clit
I'm just
part.
flicking the bean.
Yo,
Nothing
did you
other
hear
than
this? She
that.
said,
Yeah, because your pussy, yo, I'm
Yeah.
telling you, like, and I'm not trying to, bro. If you watching this podcast, you know what the fuck is going on. You been inside a bitch. If not, get some pussy. But anyway, when we do
right.
all of our shit or whatever, like, and if
Where
there's
did
like
this
a
just
little
go?
tampon inserted, your pussy juices leak past the blood, bitch. That shit don't even matter. That's why when niggas be fucking bitches on their period, they don't be noticing because our pussies are wet. That's it is what it
you
is.
definitely noticed.
I mean, yeah, you feel like the little friction, but
Nah, I literally had the worst experience with that shit, bro. Like, I had a bitch
she
like,
was self-conscious.
like I turned on
Her
the light
pussy
and she
couldn't
had
get
the
wet.
whole Joker smile. Like, that shit was crazy.
That's hot.
Wait,
Like,
what?
That's hot.
yeah, what? Sheesh.
Joker smile. Who got a Joker smile?
That means she got the red ring,
Wait,
like a bad Xbox, bitch.
Oh,
Was told.
Yeah, bro. Shout out to what's her name, bro? I got her on my Facebook. I need to delete that picture. If y'all go to my Facebook and you scroll down, the shorty with the gun,
Natalie.
that was the one. Nah, she was like Gabrielle or some shit like that. She was Dominican. Ass is fat as fuck too. Shout out to her. Wherever you
Tez,
at.
God knows how we got here at this point, dude.
I mean,
you know, if you watch the show, which you do, you know this shit just goes left, right, up, down, backwards, forwards.
We actually kicking it, bro. I respect these type of shows right there. Like, yeah, we like the controversy. Yeah, we like the comments and shit like that. But it seems to me like when we give y'all the controversy, y'all just have some negative ass shit to say. So when we talk some real shit that y'all all go through, there ain't nobody in the chat right now that ain't gone through anything that we just talked about.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
at the end of the day,
to all, baby.
At the end of the day,
this is very off topic. I mean, very off topic. But I just wanted to roast myself real fast. So look, y'all, I wore boots because I knew these pants was high waters.
But
and
no,
they fucking with me a little bit.
But it works. But it works. I'm not gonna lie.
Just a little bit.
It works.
That's you were getting better.
But if you wore like low tops, it wouldn't have looked right no way.
Exactly.
So,
That's why I wore
You're
boots.
eating them down. If you would have wore stockings with like a certain low top, some loafers maybe.
I got a perfect question. I got a
fuck your
especially
question.
Hey Julian for the virgin ears. I got a question. Do y'all feel like females are going back to the scarlet route? Like the harlot route.
There we go. Cause
harlot route wearing a scarlet letter.
Yeah,
right.
Like
he knew where he was going.
Yeah, are females going back to that because it's easy payment? Like,
what is this?
Okay, so most of the time, if you haven't noticed, females have OnlyFans, they have Snapchat, they have all these exclusive deals, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. They have that shit and they make their bread.
Some of them.
Back then, so it's like 2 states, and please somebody fact checks me, but it's 2 states currently that's trying to pass a law for prostitution. Do you feel like females are just gonna go to that route because it's the easiest route, or?
I think it depends on who you are, bro. I think that depends on the female, because here's what I'm noticing. And please don't take any disrespect to this, guys. But girls who look better nowadays, like the real prettier, better-bodied females who
not
just
the doctor ones, right?
No, I'm talking about
BBL.
No, I'm talking about just any female. It doesn't matter if she has a BBL or not. If she looks good enough,
watch it,
and she has some daddy issues, she's gonna be out there doing what she do.
He's
most
saying
likely.
I'm ugly then, because I got daddy issues.
That shit scares. But see, that shit right there scares me so bad because
you just don't look like you're outselling yourself, bro. I'm just being honest.
Okay. So let me ask you this, both of y'all. Did you have your dad in your life? Yes or no?
All right. Well, let me tell you, my biological wasn't in my life. He hid me for 14 years of my life from the rest of my siblings, actually. It's kind of funny because I was still going around my aunt and my grandma and all of them, but they just made sure that my siblings ain't know who I was, even though my siblings stayed right down the street from my great-grandmother, who I seen every day when I walked home from school. I remember one day my mom was like, hey, this is your sister. And they was like, I don't know who that crazy woman is. And their mom was like, yeah, she crazy because that ain't your sister.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Did you have your father in your life?
Mm-hmm.
You did?
My parents were married until my dad died.
Okay, so what I'm asking, this is because I'm a father of a female. I'm a father of a young Scorpio, and yes, I read tarot reason. I read all that shit, and I know how Scorpios get down. Like, is it worse to have your father in your life or not have him in your life? Because it scares me, because when I hear different females talk about shit they go through, it's like, how do I avoid those situations that y'all go through? Because me personally, I make sure my daughter is straight. Like, her school, she's educated. She has everything she needs. She's not embarrassed when she goes to school.
Listen, you answering your own question. You avoid having your daughter go through that shit by making sure that you...
Yeah, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't avoid it because maybe you're too.
I'm living proof of that. That's what I'm saying. Like, my parents was on my ass bad. Like I told you last show, I was 17 paying my own phone bill. Didn't go to no football games, basketball games. Didn't get to go to the mall with my friends. Lived a life of depravity, all up until the point I graduated high school early. Now, after the fact I graduated, I was like a pit bull let off the fucking chain for the first time. I got to do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. I was drinking and just partying. I moved to fucking Miami when I was 17 years old, bro. So they literally took me, and it was just, I was engulfed in the shit. So it doesn't matter what you do as a parent. Your children are children to you, and they will always be your child by biological fact. but you're not raising just a child. You're raising a person who's going to end up being an adult who makes their own conscious decisions.
So should I lock her in the basement?
Regardless of your parenting. And I will say it too, strict parents create sneaky ass kids, because was I fucking when I was 14, 15 years old? No, but I have homegirls who got knocked up at 13.
Exactly, and that's what I'm scared of.
That women do care about shame. No, some women do.
But that's what I'm scared of. But that's what I'm scared of.
Shame is in.
You can only do your best by being a present father, in the regard of, I will support you no matter what. You give them the right, you give them your interpretation of wrong, or it's something that doesn't align with your morals and your values and stuff like that. But then on the inverse opposite, you have to understand and accept you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. It's a cliche for a reason.
So I should take her out early.
I mean, that's the worst way to go.
He sounds like
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Everybody has different parenting styles of how they parent. My parents personally, they were more of, make your decisions. If I really know you're about to make a bad decision, I'm gonna tell you no. But for the most part, make your own decisions. If you fuck up, that's on you.
No, really.
Like, they'll support, but like, if you fuck up, like when we were still in school, if we were doing bad and we were failing at school, now we can't make our own decisions anymore. But if you're making the right decisions, the more they were lenient and let us make our own decisions. The more we started making the wrong decisions, now they're becoming more strict. So my parents were cool until they needed to be strict, and then when they didn't need to be as strict anymore because we started making better decisions for ourselves, now they were more lenient. Okay, we could do shit.
I want a controversial question, because the internet loves this shit. Yo, like, how, for the females that did have their father in their lives and you're still a hoe, what was that change? And you're still a hoe. You still got multiple baby daddies. You still got some bullshit.
You said they didn't have their fathers in their life?
They did. Like, they did. Okay. Like, what was that trigger for you to be like, I'm going to do my own thing? And I'm hold on. This is not for you. This is for them. I want motherfuckers to look at this shit and give me, because the internet
you answered this question already. You answered it. When you said...
She answered it too.
What? Okay.
Yeah, but that's them. I'm talking to them.
When you said, is it better to have your father or is it better not to have them, you answer that question with that kind of generalization term.
But also
because sometimes it may be better off for your dad not to be there. Your dad could be a complete shit example of what it is that you need to look for in a man. You could have seen your dad whooping on your mom all the fucking time. You could have seen him cheating on her with multiple different women. So now you grow up and thinking that that's acceptable. My mom accepted it, so maybe that's something that I can tolerate. You do this so that way your household is taken care of, and this, that, and the third. So then you're repeating a cycle.
However,
so sometimes it's not always best to have the dad. But that's
why I used to be a big Chrisean Rock fan. Shut up. I swear to God, I used to, because I had seen a lot of myself.
It's a vibe all the time.
I get it. But then, like, from like 17 to like 20, that's who I was. Chrisean with Blue, and like kind of, I can't even say that she was under his spell, but I respect Jaden a lot more than I respect Chrisean, because
she got married. Did you know they got married?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They actually got married. I thought it was just a proposal.
No, proposal, but they about to get married.
Yeah. Either way, they about dumb as fuck for getting married.
I just think that 10 years to only be with one man for 10 years, there's not one bitch that I know.
Hey, look.
There's not one bitch that I know that can fucking say that, unless you were a mail order bride. And even then, when you got to America, bitch, I still don't believe you. I do not believe that no bitch in America right now, or in the Western world, or a westernized like country, can sit here and say, I've only been with one man for 10 years. Yeah, she can sit here and look dumb, but a lot of y'all mamas look dumb before they had your dumb ass. So please fucking remember that. Remember where you came from when you tell bitches to go back where they came from. Please.
Okay, can I ask this? This goes out for the parents with... I would say both gender kids. Like, so I have a daughter and I have a son. My son, I can't wait till he get older. Like, I can't wait. But my daughter, I see her as top tier. Precious, she's a diamond. My son, I keep him as a caliber, but at the same time, I already know my son is going to be that, like, his genetics.
How you know your daughter's not going to be like that?
Oh, she's pretty already. Like, I've already went through this in kindergarten, bro.
So how do you know she's not going to be like that?
No, but I'm saying, like, is it okay to have that double standard? Like, where when you ever hear them parents, they be like, yo, hide your daughters. My son's coming. He's handsome. Or you have those parents that be like, females, hide your sons. My daughter running it. She pretty. Like,
but then also at the same time,
but yeah, how often do parents say that? No,
that shit's weird. It always happens.
It's not even that. I feel like too, it's just, by doing shit like that, by keeping an equal balance does not mean that shit is equal for both fucking genders. But when you have, like, hypergamy is practiced, like I said, amongst women to men, we are taught to emulate what our mothers do. If you have a good example of a mother in the household, you automatically follow in her footsteps. That's why little girls, their toys are kitchenette sets and baby dolls and stuff like that, because we're nurturers, we're homemakers. That's something that's just been not indoctrinated, but that's just something that people have had to follow suit of, because that's the natural biological order. So it's completely natural for you as a parent to treat your son a different way and handle your daughter a different way, because you would want for someone to handle your daughter the way that you handle her.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want someone to handle your daughter the way that you handle your son. You would want somebody to handle your daughter the way that you handle her. So,
because at the same time, like I was telling their mom that shit today. I was like, yo, the dark part of me would be like, yo, I want my son to have a hose. I want him to be that player. But at the same time, I would want him to have that eventually, that queen, that dad, I'm getting married to this one girl. Oh, dad, this is the love of my life. I would want it. You know what I'm saying? But hold on.
You don't even want that shit for yourself. How are you gonna want that for your son?
That's because I haven't found that secured spot. Like I haven't found that like solidified spot of
fucking baby.
That one woman. You know what I'm saying? That completes me. But my son, I feel like yo, I would go through your whole phase, get your whole phase out, go to the clubs, do all this nasty shit. So when you find that one woman that you're trying to give her 100%, I want to be, hey dad, come to my wedding.
For your son to go
ass pussy, and that's how me and my brother are 2 months. I'm sorry, Monty.
So that's how you're gonna tell your son to go through his whole phase, but if your daughter goes through a whole phase, that's gonna be a whole different problem.
Because
you're selling yourself. I'm like, you're selling yourself short. Like, baby, you better than that shit. You're better than that shit.
So your son's not better than that?
He is, but at the same time, it's like natural law type shit. Like you gonna hit different females.
It is very rare
you know
that
what I'm saying?
Man wants to sit here and
even if he wants to.
I think that's very hypocritical that you'll be okay with a man, but you'll have complete judgment of women who do that or go through that. That's very hypocritical.
Honestly, bro, at the end of the day, men and women are never going to be equal.
But see, here's the thing. Even we're not talking about men and women. We're talking about male versus female biology. When you see a wolf pack, no, it's not. When you see a wolf pack, there's a alpha male and alpha female. There's a drolled male, there's a drolled female, and then there's the beta male and the beta female. When you're sitting here and looking at lion prides, all of them are underneath one king. Period. Point blank.
I like that shit.
It's biological
but
fact.
Let me tell you something.
Men are more innate. There's only a few. There's like swans, geese, and like birds, only those species mate for life and only stay to one partner, because if they go away, they more than likely have a chance of dying. They stay in the nest. They stay within the nest.
At this point, I don't even know what the fuck she's talking about.
Traditionalism.
But are we not the more evolved species?
If we're more evolved, why do we act more uncivilized than animals?
Oh, thank you. I wish she was here a couple months ago when you said that bullshit.
A lot of us that's because a lot of us would rather appease to the chaotic. I wouldn't even say it's chaotic. What is it? Chaos. I wouldn't say it's chaos in the animal kingdom, because they're animals.
That's the natural order.
However, but we would look at ourselves and put the animal beneath us, but only in certain aspects, because once we start looking at it in the aspect of the man and how he looks at women and how he looks at life, then we go, oh well, it's the animal. Then it's okay for us to equate to the animal. But other than that, we look at animal. Man would look at the animal as beneath them. So which one is it?
Because
are you above or beneath the animal?
It's not that you're more evolved. It's that you have a communication level to where it's not just body language anymore. You can actually articulate yourself with actual words. That's what separates us from our animalistic. I don't give a fuck who sees it this way. Primates and elephants are the closest things to us and dolphins. They're the closest things to us mentally and emotionally. They actually have pods to where they live with each other for the rest of their fucking lives. Cattle protect their babies. It doesn't matter if it's not their baby. If cattle can sit here and understand that it takes a village, why do black people sit here and tear their families apart and fuck you Uncle Joe and fuck you Aunt Nita and shit like that?
Because humans have ego.
You just went to just black right. You should have said family.
But when
humans
you look
have
at
that
it,
ego, because not only do humans do that, animals do it too.
They'll ostracize.
Animals have fucked up their own little pod simply because I feel like I'm the bigger. I should be looked at as the king.
But that's an establishment of dominance.
Like,
and when you look at households, you can only. And I'm only referring to black people because that is what I'm familiar with and that's what I grew up around. But when you look at black households, two grown ass black women, whether it's a mother and daughter, a auntie and a little niece or whatever, or when you look at like the black dad and the black son and shit like that, it gets to the point where, nigga, you ain't finna just be around my crib, and bitch, you ain't finna just be around my house doing whatever you want to do because this is my shit. Animals practice that same exact type of rhetoric. They do the exact same thing.
Maybe you
and
should
look,
have
listen, that is the great example of humans not being evolved. That is a great example of humans not being evolved because they are still acting in that animalistic characteristic.
Absolutely,
they're still acting as if they are still animals. We are not fucking animals. We're not like them. We were blessed with civilization. We can think differently. We can think like this, but instead of actually doing the work to think that way, it's easier to think like a fucking.
So why do we create girlfriends and boyfriends? What was the purpose in creating that? Logical. I mean what was the purpose in humans, since we're so smart, what was the purpose in creating the term girlfriend and boyfriend or friends with benefits
because
platonic?
Because yes, titles still may remain the same. Just like when you have a tribe of animals and you have the queen and the king, the queen is to take on a certain rule and the king is to take on another type of roles. It's the same thing. We think differently though. We're able to look at it in a deeper aspect than just the basic black and white than the animal does. However, we don't. Yeah. Because we still live on the animal like plane. But we're not looking at it in the deeper evolution point of it where it's like, I need you just as much as you need me. Or you bring this to the table and I might not bring that, but I bring this. It's like it's too materialistic
when
now.
They sat here and they taught us about, like, when we were in science classes and shit, like biology and everything, they taught us about the different types of relationships and how different species pair with each other based off of the relationships that they share. So there's like the parasitic relationships, the symbiotic relationships, and then there's like the interdependent relationships and then the independent relationships. So when we're also looking at ourselves, like art imitates life and vice versa, but all of that just boils down to biology. Like when we look at scientific shit, we are no different from the grass that we're fucking on. Bell peppers have genders. They fucking do. And there's only 2 of them. I said that shit. Clip that.
Yeah.
Bobblehead, because I said this shit fucking weeks ago, and you was like, do you feel like we're fucking animals? Do you? I was like, well, damn. Now there's some logical sense with it.
I still said the same thing I said when you said it, friend. I still said then you're an unevolved human. I still stand by that. Nothing changed.
What about so do you feel like not a race, a gender needs the other gender to survive? Do you think a single man can't survive on his own without a female?
No.
So we're not meant to live without a female?
Nobody. Listen, coexistence. That's what life is all about. Life is not for you to be living all independently. Yes, you have individuality and everybody has a mindset of their own, but we're not meant to be on this earth to live alone.
Hold on. So what you're saying is we just need a partner. It doesn't matter which gender.
I wouldn't even say it doesn't matter which gender. Because if we're talking reproduction, then yeah, it does matter which gender you have.
I'm talking about happiness.
Happiness doesn't define the gender.
So I can be happy without a female or a male?
Stop getting into a relationship looking for fucking happiness.
No, really, because that's not what relationships are for. You're supposed to be able to have a happiness within yourself. You look for a relationship for maybe that sense of balance, because you know for a fact that no human has it all together to be able to maintain life by themselves.
But not need somebody, that's when you know you're ready to be in a relationship.
Exactly.
So do you feel, okay, you have no kids, you have kids. So do you feel like you need a male figure to give you that balance?
Who, me?
Yes.
Yes, I do. I feel like everybody needs that. Listen, the yin and the yang, the light and the dark. You can't have one without the other. The good and the evil. You cannot have one without the other. Man and woman are literally polar fucking opposites. Why? Because we can't have one without the other. That's what's needed for reproduction.
So, Monty, you feel like, besides the reproduction part, do you need a female? Besides
what
reproduction.
What do you mean by need, though?
Do you need a female's presence to survive or to prevail?
No, I don't need it. I would like to have a one.
You need feminine energy around.
Onomatopoeia, good.
I'm sorry, that was your question to answer. I'm sorry. No,
I'm asking Monty because look,
I already answered.
He did already answer.
Besides reproduction purposes, do you feel like you need a female to make you happy and to prevail in your life?
No, keep going.
So why would a female feel like they need a man to make them happy or prevail in life?
We don't feel like we need a man to make us happy or prevail in life. Like you just said, you fear a black woman. Black woman is like the epitome of independence. Like fuck a man. I don't need him.
I can't say that because we're the most ones on Section 8 and government assistance.
You're right,
now.
but we scream independence to the top of our
hypocrisy. That's what I'm talking about.
But listen, that's my point.
Talking about let me follow behind Beyonce's single ladies and all this extra shit.
Off. Everybody keep cutting each other off again, and it's starting to like get on my nerves again.
Okay.
And it keeps happening. So like one person at a time, please.
Yeah, but that's my point though. It's yes, we scream independence, but at the end of the day, the lack of us screaming that we're independent and we don't need a man, and then we're looking at our sons and like, well, damn, we don't like what we raised pretty much. Clearly, we needed that man. We look at the independence of it and we say, yeah, we don't need you and this, that, and the third, but we all need each other. Life is all about coexistence and collaboration. A man needs a woman needs a man, a woman needs a woman, a man needs a man. That's just like, I hate the fact that everybody kind of like box it into like romanticism kind of relationships. If you get what I'm saying? Because it's like, you still need that friendship. Friendships mean a lot. You can have a friend around and not be romantic with them.
So you just need that communication.
You need that. Yes, you still need that opposite energy to kind of balance.
Okay, so I'm gonna put it like this. And Monty, this gonna go a little bit left, not that much left.
Oh,
but say I didn't need a woman romantically. Could I use Monty's friendship to prevail in my life, to like work forward in my life?
Yeah, I'm the fucking goat, of course.
there
Bullshit.
Wait, but I also want to say, to build off of what Taylor was saying. Oh, sorry. Let me get closer to the mic. But to build off of what Taylor was saying, like, I just gave Monty praise. What was it? Either today or last night. Like, this man came over and like, originally I just wanted him to come and chill and shit like that. But I was doing so much shit around the house that I couldn't actually chill. And I told him I didn't want to assume that he was just gonna help. But I was hoping that
you're
he
talking
would.
about the night I came to help you with the cabinets. You didn't invite me over. Asia invited me over. Asia ended up going to sleep, and I just ended up helping you because you were so excited about what you were doing. I wasn't going to not help you. I'm not a dickhead.
And I like that because and like I said to him, that is the only male friendship that I've ever had to where I feel like he's not crossing no lines. He's not trying me on no shit.
I mean, I told you from the jump, I'm not really attracted to you like that. Like, you're pretty and all that. You're just not my cup of tea. So, like, as far as like a friend though. As far as like a friend though, I think you're dope.
I remember it too because her reaction to it was like, that hurt my feelings.
Like,
right? Really?
Because I'm not. Because you're just like you're just not my type.
Out of all of the niggas to say something, you had to say that. Like,
but would y'all rather?
Because like I mean, y'all know me though. Like the type of girls that I'm like really into, and like as far as being homies, that's why I haven't crossed no boundaries. We've hung out multiple times now. I haven't flirted with you, not once. I haven't looked at you in no crazy type of way. I haven't done that because I think you're dope as my.
Like fucked the hell up.
Yeah, like you're cool
like,
though as my friend.
Up.
Like you're mad cool as a person and as a friend. So, and I'm perfectly fine with that relationship because you have a whole man and shit that you be dealing with. And
but do you think that affects with anything, bro? Like
you said, what?
As in a relationship, like you're in a relationship, she's in a relationship with a dude. I don't know about your situation, but
I'm a single
having
right
those
now, baby boy.
Having those type of friendships, would you introduce that person or will you just keep it on the sly? Like
I can say it 100%. First of all, we have a Ring doorbell camera, so anybody that drives past my house, they're picked up on the camera. Let alone somebody parked in the driveway.
Yeah, I was gonna say she been on the phone with him while I was there and all that. So, and I'm
we
pretty sure
surveillance cameras.
he knows that I be there.
So he just has that much.
And I tell him all the time,
he'll tell you. Like, I guarantee you, he probably watches.
And
when
that's
I'm there,
why. And that's why.
He'll tell you.
And legit, like when I heard it, I was just like,
I tried to tell you, bro. I'm not trying to do shit.
Of a cup, like,
but nah, he's mad. The thing is, like I said, he knows for
him.
No, my man.
Oh, I was like, what did I do?
But he reminds me of, like, not just reminds me of, I know for a fact that if Alex didn't go with anything that I'm doing, he has no problem kicking me to the curb. This man is 32 years old, no fucking kids, never been married, and makes damn near $100,000 a year, and owns his home, and has, like, a beautiful car, like, has everything about his life is so beautiful. So I wouldn't want to go into his life like I was having the dirty rug versus the dirt. I mean, the new rug versus the dirt conversation. That's what I meant by that, is like, I would not want to come in with all of my dirt that I know and then throw that on him. He knows the same shit that I know, and I even let him watch the podcast too, and he had seen it, and I kind of kept it from him, like, you know, for a week because I was afraid of what he might say. But at the end of the day, the worst thing he's going to say is, all right, I'm about to buy you a plane ticket back to Colorado. He's not no spiteful ass nigga. He's not no, like, oh, bitch, get the fuck out of my house. I'm going to throw your shit out and blah, blah, blah. Like, he has a will, a testament. His friend has power of attorney if something happens to him. He's in an active war zone, so he's thinking about longevity.
he has control over his life. It's not more like, it's not more of a, he doesn't give a fuck about a relationship standpoint.
No, but the thing is he does, and that's why, the reason why we connected, I deleted my Bumble like a week before he had DM'd me, and I had just left from Virginia the first time. Well, no, the second time technically, but the first time when I was looking for an apartment actually. And I had posted something about this gun buyback that was happening in Florida, and I said it was basically unpatriotic, it was basically treason, and he responded to that, and we started talking about our ideals and sending voice notes back and forth instead of like, oh, you're just so beautiful. Like, because he had been in my likes, he had been following me, like, but his interactions with me were just likes. They were just that. Like, it wasn't no, like, because he didn't know. All he knew was, bitch had an OnlyFans link in her bio, and she's pretty. That's any fucking man's attraction point, is like, just, oh, she's pretty, because he goes off of what he sees.
The sexual preference.
Right, but when he started talking to me,
that's all you really can go off of.
Yeah, right, and so
what they post and what they look like, to be honest.
Right, and so what I respected the most about it was he didn't come at me on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much half naked, scantily clad photos I have on my Instagram, he never came at me on that point. Now, do I know that's why he wanted to initially, like, start talking to me and why he followed me and pursued me? Absolutely.
But do you think that affects a guy's perception on a female? Because, like, as a female, you can do that wild shit. Like, I've actually communicated with females that put their ass on the sink, or they wearing the push-up bra, or they making that little one leg post where that one leg is bent, so they made that
Stallion
one cheek
pose.
look big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, turn around in the mirror with the ass out.
Like, what purpose is that? Like, I've had some females that say, oh yeah, it's just, it's just because it's my own attraction, I'm feeling myself. But at the end of the day, you putting it on the internet. But you're not keeping it on your phone. You're putting it on the internet where guys are going to hit you up for one reason. We don't give a fuck if you can cook. We asking if how your art is.
That was a good question.
And here's the thing, right, too.
Tez wants to know. Tez wants to know, do you feel lucky that you have him?
Absolutely. I say it all the time, like, if this relationship does not work out for me, I don't see myself trying to pursue something else because of how, not just emotionally invested, but, like, the amount of physical stuff that I've, like, put into it. I swear to God, the amount of physical work that I put into this relationship, and, like, the amount of, it doesn't matter if I'm just single or whatever, like, I'm dating for a purpose. When my Tinder bio is up, I've got my fucking Tinder ban, and I promise you it was nothing besides, I said I didn't like soy boys, and that got me deleted, and that'll get you deleted off of fucking Twitch.
What the fuck is a soy boy?
What does it sound like?
Hispanic?
Boys that don't... Oh, Asians?
No, a soy boy. Like, I don't want no soft ass dude. Like, I don't want no.
Okay, so I think soy sauce when you say soy, and
I thought that
I go
race.
Asian.
All right,
so
well,
maybe I'm
a soy
racist.
boy is
Sorry.
Y'all females, y'all want an emotional guy, but don't want an emotional guy. You want a soft guy, but you don't want a soft. Like, you can't be tough. You can barely be tough and soft.
Because it goes back to what Tay said when she was like, I don't like, a relationship is about balance. I know that I'm a high neurotic. I know for a fact, like, when I call Alex, the fucking sink had clogged yesterday, and I was making my fucking pot roast, and I was like 4 dishes in, and I couldn't fucking wash my dishes. I called him, and he's 6,000 miles away and 7 hours fucking ahead of me. There's nothing that he can physically do. All he was doing was talking me through it. All right, so do this. Get a coat. If we don't look for the drain snake, if the drain snake's not there, go get a coat hanger, bend it this way, twist it this way, do this, do that, use the Drano and X, Y, and Z. Could I have looked that shit up? Could I have went on Google and YouTube? Absolutely.
Oh my God.
To be able to fall back on him and be able to like put my entire trust within him, and no matter what goes wrong, something as minor as that, if I can trust him with something as small as that, I can trust him with something as big as what's going on. He's talking about buying me an investment property, and you know what I'm saying, like buying my car for Christmas or whatever, like, but he's gone for 6 months at a time. I only see him 40 days out the year.
You a couple times too many keep saying if it doesn't work out.
Because
it's starting to make me think like you're having your doubts.
I do. I have that shroud of doubt within myself because, like I said, I don't want him to. I just told him if I do start working, because it's not a requirement for me with him. If I do start working, I don't want to fall back on the OnlyFans shit, because how embarrassing would it be for him to be talking about what he's doing and blah, blah, blah. And they're like, oh, so this is my first time meeting you. Rose. No, not even that. Rose, so what do you do for a living? How fucking embarrassing would it be for me to be like, oh, yeah, my man does all this X, Y, and Z, all this important shit for the government.
Content creator.
But then I'm like, oh, yeah, I do. Even if I say content creator, oh, so what type of content?
Exactly.
Exotic.
Because content.
Exactly. But what is exotic? It's dancing, it's hoeing, it's whatever. Yeah.
No, bitch, don't dance shit. Sit your bitch ass down. You have sit down.
There's that level of respect for sex workers and like all this feminist empowerment shit, but
you know what?
No, it had nothing to do with the piss.
That was actually something that I wanted to touch on earlier.
You made the splash.
Fat ass. Because they were saying how it was something that I was watching. They were saying how men use power to get what they want, and we use kind of like sex to get power.
Mm-hmm. Because
they use power to get sex, and we use sex to get power. There we go.
Because women control who have sex, and men control who gets married. Period. Point blank.
Exactly.
Period. Point blank. That's why rape laws exist the way that they do, but that's also why marriage laws work out in our favor more often than not. Because it was completely incumbent on the fact that we were going to be subservient to our husbands back in the 1950s. And the same laws that exist that go for marriage laws or custodial battles and stuff like that are the same laws that were written back then when it was completely just women staying at home and being the nuclear family role and stuff like that. So that's why it works out that way. And if you try to fight it, that's why it doesn't work out for you.
So if somebody married y'all right now, like ladies that's watching right now, could y'all be submissive once y'all get married?
Hell yeah. What you mean? I will.
But what's your limit of being submissive?
Not gonna want a submissive wife?
What do you mean? What is my limit to being submissive? I don't really have a limit to being submissive, because what I can honestly say is that I'm a mirror. What you give me is what I give you. So if you're giving me take for instance what Rose was just saying, he's 7,000 miles away, but she can call him in her panic mode and he can calm her down through just talking to her. That means a lot to me, because sometimes that's me. I get overwhelmed quite easily, and I can really just be kind of like losing it a little bit, and all I need is somebody to talk me down. So that means a lot to me. So you doing something like that can make me want to just like, all right, I got to make sure this man's have clean socks and underwear when he get home, and he got to have a full cooked meal, and I need to make sure his bath. No, I ain't doing no bath, but still.
I've had the bath ran and stuff like that, but at the same time, like, you can't control those emotions by yourself. What about if men just didn't find you attractive?
Listen.
What about if women didn't find you attractive? You can't control yourself.
Like you just said. Yes, one can control themselves, but it is a lot harder for you to control yourself if you have an issue, if this is an issue, to do it alone. This is the reason why people always say a village is so important. You need your friends. You need those other halves. You need those people to help keep you aligned. Because, yeah, sometimes you might not be able to keep it together. It might be a day that you are just completely fucking overwhelmed and you're losing it and ready to just burn down the whole world. But then that one person call you and be like, hey, what's going on? And you talk to them about it, and it's like, all right, now everything is back to regulation.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. If I'm having an anxiety attack, or if I'm just in my feelings or some shit, I would much rather talk to a woman than a man. Like, I'm just being real. Like, because if I come to you with my issues, y'all are gonna do nothing but fry me, joke me, and just try to put me down even worse. But if I go to my female friends or somebody who I know I can talk to who's a female, because I have very few men who I can actually talk to about my feelings and my problems who actually will give a fuck. But I have female friends who I'm a lot closer with who I can talk about that shit because they're more emotionally intelligent than any of my male friends are, and they'll actually listen and care about or at least pretend to care about my problems and not just put me down even worse just because I'm in my feelings about something.
For a fact, because you hit me with some bullshit ass problems, I'm gonna tell you straight up, like, why you bitching? Like,
but that's
why?
the thing, is because it's bullshit to you don't mean it's bullshit to me. Because again, our emotions and our feelings are different, bro.
Exactly.
You don't give a fuck about a lot of things that I give a fuck about, and I don't give a fuck about shit that you give a fuck about.
Exactly, but
so
I just don't see. I don't feel like I need a female's perspective to make me calm down. Like, nigga, this is my life.
I didn't say that I necessarily needed a female's perspective. I just said that it's easier for me to talk to a female when I'm in my feelings, even if I'm just sitting there and I can just vent to her for a second. If I can just vent to her for a second and get out what I have to get out, she don't even have to say shit. Just sit there and listen. Let me get it out, and then I'm gonna move on. I'll be good.
Monty, he also said that he was raised by his stepmother, who was on like
that's like A5 or C.
110. Okay. She was like was reaching a nigga's mentality pretty much. So it's like, of course, it's gonna be harder for you to even step into that feminine side of you because that was knocked the fuck out of you so early on.
No, I was just, bro. It just, in my life, like the other week we talked about age and stuff like that. At 28, I don't give a fuck who's in my life and who's not. The only person that's gonna right now, the only person that's gonna make sure I'm happy at the end of the day is me. And I don't give a fuck if you got a vagina or you got a dick. If one of my homies, like, I've known Monty longer than I've known y'all, and this motherfucker that has pissed me off or gave me good advice more than a female has. Same thing goes for my bro.
Yeah, but that's
I also have females that will do that shit, but at the end of the day, I don't need it. I don't need a female or a male's perspective to make me feel
bro, I'm not saying that I need particularly a female's perspective. I have guy friends, like my bros, some of my closest bros, like shout out to my boy Jeter. I can hit Jeter up at any time and talk to him about anything, bro. And he'll take what I have to say seriously, and he'll give me the best advice he possibly can. But like I said, I can't hit you and D-Lo up and be like, hey, guys, I'm in my feels. Because all you guys are going to do is joke on me. That's why I don't hit y'all up about my shit.
I actually, hold on. First and foremost, I'm not going to put the details out. But me and you have had those battles, and I've corrected you and be like, it ain't what it is.
Battles about what? Me just trying to just vent to y'all about something that's going on in my life? How's that a battle?
Hold on. One morning, you hit me up on some straight.
That's different.
Hold on, no, it's the same thing because you assumed the situation of what it was.
Were we talking about personal shit or business though?
We talking business.
All right.
No, we're not talking about
it was business.
We're not talking about business. We're talking about personal.
No, that was business though.
That was business?
We were talking about business.
No, we weren't.
We were talking about rent, were we not?
No.
And then I started tripping. What are you talking about?
No. We're talking about your ex. And when you hit me up at the random and was like, hey, yo, bro, shorty ain't feeling this, that, and the third, and you doing this, that, and the third, and I'm just like... Oh,
you talking about that?
And I'm just like...
Because she said you was watching her shit. That's weird.
But I'm just like, you gonna listen to a chick... Like,
what if I started watching your baby mom story and reacting?
I wouldn't give a fuck, because at the end of the day, you and my baby mama have already got into it, and you didn't even realize it was my baby mama.
Who?
I've remember that day,
like on the chat or something.
Remember when I came to you before the show and I was like, yo, that random person,
we don't know who she is.
That random person got on your ass. He was like, yeah, that motherfucker, da 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 da. And I was just like, I didn't say anything. I got quiet.
Because you said random person, not your baby mom.
No, because I wanted to see what your reaction was. I wanted to see what you were going to say.
I'm not gonna disrespect your baby moms if I know it's your baby mom.
You're not going to disrespect her if you know she's my baby mother.
Of course, because I have respect for you.
But would you disrespect her if she didn't have no title at all? That's what I wanted to see. With that being said, the only thing you said was that you was like, yeah, it is what it is. They got their opinion. I got my own.
Yeah, because that's what it is at the end of the day.
It's like, okay, that's my bitch, that's my woman, that's my wife, or whatever. It comes in different levels. I wouldn't feel comfortable being like if you was talking about his ex and you was like, oh, so what you and your bitch doing, or like your bitch got you blah 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 blah. If you knew that he didn't want you to refer to her as that, be it that he was soft on the girl or that he's with that girl and he really fucking respects her, I can understand why that would be like a different playing field. You know what I'm saying?
That's why I hold my homies to a certain standard when they deal with certain type of women. Even my homegirls like Taylor. I'm just now in this 1 year that we've known each other. I'm just now learning her and her preferences. But at the same time,
it has been an official year.
Yeah.
Oh shit! It's been a year.
You didn't calculate this shit?
Oh shit! No, I didn't think about it because it was like 2 episosodes before Halloween.
Yeah, no, she was on there beforehand.
Crazy.
But then again, getting to know her, the first thing Taylor, I've asked you like, yo, why you deal with this certain dude? Why are you letting this shit certain happen?
Because I'm fucking dumb.
You and everybody else.
Yeah, but those accountabilities, that's the only thing I would want my homies or my homegirls to have. That accountability to check me and be like, yo, you just talked about you wouldn't do this shit and you still did. That's the only thing I would want them to have.
Bank account is. If
I ain't gonna hold you.
Cashing checks for every dude that you fucked, but you're not sitting here taking no accountability for the dude that you fucked. You would have been in a deficit if it was a bank account.
Whoa. Nah, really.
She hit some factual shit.
Really.
Hey, I don't know what you was on the last show we was together, but it wasn't no truly.
You didn't let her speak. That's what it was. Is that you didn't let her speak. That's what it was, bro. You cut her off every chance you got because she was saying factual shit last time.
Fuck what he got saying. It was personality wise.
Bro, it was the fact that you had literally zero respect for her and did not give a fuck about anything she had to say.
The only reason
now you care because she's actually talking.
The only reason. No. And
like,
poison.
Y'all poison Rose hoe.
The only reason you was like that shit is because you not dibbled and dabbled.
Because you judged the book by its cover and you didn't even read it.
Motherfucker, the cover read itself to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was I supposed to do?
Sing along version.
Like
but I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. Like I said, I was apprehensive to show my man.
Now that the show is here, it's so fucking fake. You guys are.
That's
so
what I'm saying. Is because Tay is sitting on the panel.
No, it's not that Tay's sitting on the panel. But when I had walked into the room and like I had first seen him, the first thing I did, I winced my shoulders up and I was like, "Hey," like, and he was like, "Hey," and we dapped each other up, and then like. There was a little slight pause or whatever, and I'm like, hugs or like, no, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's because, like I told Monty, I'm coming on whatever energy like that's given to me. Like, if you were coming to fire me the fuck up, I was gonna fire you the fuck up.
And she agreed to it.
And I was gonna say some shit that was gonna piss you off, or I was gonna say some shit that was very below the belt because that's just how I was gonna have to reciprocate on the second time of us meeting each other. I couldn't just let you keep punching me in my face.
I honestly,
so to speak,
with this show, that's different, and I hope all the listeners and all the commenters can understand, bro.
It's called cognitive dissonance, bitch.
Yeah, for real, like. One moment I might get some information of you and have that perception on you, but a second moment I might have something different. I had the same thing with you. When I first met you, I was just like, who's this weird wearing his cap back type shit? I got a video.
You were actually in the presence of a goat and you knew it. So
no, motherfucker, when I first met you, I was just like, this nigga don't talk. He don't say shit. All he do is record and make his money. You were a different. You
went to the goat.
You were not as confident. Hold on. No, you were not as confident or as vocal as you are right now. Right. When I first met you, this month I got a video proof and I showed you. You was like, niggas changed. Remember that shit? And I showed you when you had that big ass fucking screen in front of you, and we was skinny as shit because we didn't have none of the stress or drama we had. Yeah. We were skinny as fuck, and that motherfucker was on his computer. I'm like, man, did that sound good? He was like, hey man, I believe that you could do the best you can do, so just do it. And I was looking at this nigga like...
That's not what I said at all.
I don't like the fact that you equated stress and drama to being, like, skinny. Because some people get fat from being stressed and having drama.
That shit is what he just implied.
Yeah.
He just said before all the stress and drama, we were skinny.
And some people get skinny from being stressed and drama.
And now she just flipped what she just said.
Yeah, exactly. But at the same time, you had a different personality than what I expected. When she first came,
starving myself.
And for everybody to understand how I was feeling, I was actually waiting for you. When you came 2-3 weeks ago, I was just like, Monty, yo, all them views that we got back in the day when you was bitches ain't shit and OnlyFans bitches ain't this, that, and the third. I was looking at her like, nigga, this your chance. We got new equipment. We got a new set. We got all this. And I was just like, okay, he's going to run it with me. We going to tag team. Blah, 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 blah. And when I heard you, I was just like, that's why I said you and D'Angelo was fake. D'Angelo has always been the same way. But you, it kind of bothered me because I'm just like, you have previous videos and as...
Yeah, but again, how long ago were those previous videos that I was doing? But guess what? I've been told y'all forever ago that that's not who I am. But that I did that for the views.
Monty learned how to read the rules.
But guess what? because we're in the entertainment industry and we do these podcasts and it goes.
I have to go. I have to be a fake person.
No,
I have to go against what I really believe just to try to get some views.
Hold on. You're doing exactly what you don't like.
I know.
Gaslighting.
The reason why I said the way I said, bro, is because
that didn't. Go ahead.
Motherfucker. The reason why I said the way I said is because, like, bro, you had this whole woman hate at one point.
I was hurt. I was a hurt human being.
Okay, but you didn't explain that months ago when we first started doing podcasts and
you
you
didn't
were
pay
doing
attention
this
to
shit.
anything I said then.
Bro, you was going in
because I even said it. I said it live on a show. I even said it and admitted it live on a podcast.
But that is how
with
famous,
Braddy there.
Hold on, that is how people in the entertainment industry get fucked over because people go back to the past. You might be this woman savior.
I still post those videos.
Hold on,
bro.
no, wait to what I'm saying. You might be this woman savior now, but it takes one person to go back into
savior.
It takes that one person to go back in 2021 and to go back and it was like, look how he was talking.
But
look how
normally
he was
it's
doing.
a bitter bitch who does that, or some fucking incel simp ass nigga who does shit like that.
What irritates me the most about what Ed is saying is Ed is reverting back to years to who Monty was. Like, evolution doesn't fucking exist. This is prime example that Ed just refuses to fucking evolve.
So you switch overnight? So you switch overnight?
Nobody's saying that you switch overnight. But my thing is that yes, this is who Monty was. He was this, that, and the third. So just because he disagrees with a woman's lifestyle does not mean that he has to go demeaning a woman because he wouldn't be with her because of that.
The only reason
listen, he even told her, she just sat here and said herself that he hurt her feelings when he said that she was maybe like a 5 or 6 personality wise.
Okay, I'm not ugly, bitch.
She's not ugly.
Sorry.
So personality wise. So he was still standing.
I didn't say she was ugly either.
Shit.
I said looks, she was about an 8 and I was cried for that. They were like, oh, look,
exactly. He was still standing.
And then
on
I said
his
a 5
own.
or a 6 because
Shit,
again, this is what you're fucking up. This is what y'all don't understand, bro.
You don't have to be a dickhead to stand on your own shit, bro.
All right, so here's my point, bro, is that back then I was still saying the same shit that I say now. I was just being an asshole about it. And I was doing the same thing that you were doing, not letting women get their points off, not giving a fuck what they had to say, not showing them no respect. That's what I was doing. But I didn't even like doing it when I was doing it. I was trying to do it for the views at the point.
So you were being fake.
At the time, and I even admitted that. This is what you're not understanding. Is that at the time, because but now, even now, bro, I still have, I'm gonna let you speak in a minute, hold on. At this point now, I still have the same views. I just don't discriminate or I don't degrade somebody based on their life. Whatever y'all choose to do in your lifestyles, that's your life. I'm not perfect. I do shit in my life. I've told y'all the stories of what I've done in my lifetime. So I'm not perfect either. So I'm not going to judge somebody based on they chose to be OnlyFans. They chose to be strippers. Would I date you? No, I wouldn't. Straight up, I'll look you in your face and tell you. Would I fuck you? Probably, yeah.
But I feel like
I wouldn't date you.
But
You're just not a girl I would date. I'm attracted to you, but not.
I feel like you only changed because you had a bad breakup, bro.
Bad breakups changed you too, bro. He said this when he was still with her. No, because I gotta stand on that one. He was still saying that when we was at Loud Station, bro. He was saying that when he was still with her. He was standing on that when he was still with her.
And bad breakups change everybody, bro.
Show a prime example, and I'm gonna end this conversation right here. Prime example. Show the episode of All Boys Night that you didn't post. When you were really in your fields, when it was me, you, Wes, D-Lo, and
I remember that.
No, it's not. It's not up. You never put that shit up.
Why didn't he?
What was Tip? It was Tip. It was me, Tip, D-Lo, Wes.
Yeah,
you,
at the crib.
You did not post that shit because
yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
At the crib or at Loud's?
At the crib.
Yeah, I did.
He definitely
did. And you know why you didn't post it?
Okay.
You know why you didn't post it? Because this is your exact words. I couldn't get the audio because we were all going in.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about.
I think he's right. I think that episode our audio was fucked up.
That is the Monty where I was like, oh damn.
But you still posted
it was no females.
No,
it wasn't. If you seen that Monty that night, He was on his bully
Yes,
shit.
he was.
He was on his gremlin shit.
He was. He definitely was.
So it's like you're picking and choosing. You're picking and choosing.
Because there's a time and a place for everything.
You're still picking and choosing
There's
when you want.
There's a time and a place for everything. I hate that motherfuckers say, "Oh, you're picking and choosing who you are." No, I am who the fuck I am at all times.
So you didn't make clips.
There's a time and a place for everything. I can be a ratchet ass hood bitch in this instant and it be valid as fuck right here.
But that's fake as fuck.
But I can. No, it's not fake. That's not fake at all.
But
That's
be
called
valid.
reading a fucking room. Something that you don't know how to do.
But be
I don't have to read room because I'm gonna be me.
Wait. Let's go ahead and be honest. The reason why smart people get along is because of the 6 degrees of separation that we have and be able to.
Don't make no woman pose.
No,
fuck your woman pose.
Sorry, to bring it back to the black people, but we
fuck
call
her.
it code switching.
Yeah, I said it.
But it's called reading a room when it's just objectively
Fuck
true.
you.
At the end of the day, you wouldn't talk to your supervisor when
probably
you're
thought
talking
about
on
it
the
a
phone
couple
with a
of times.
customer. You're, "Hi, my name is Rose. Welcome to Toyota Care Center. How can I help you today?" Versus, "Bitch, this nigga got me fucked up. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about."
And that's why I would tell y'all need to see me on the other side because I talk the same way.
But how the situation plays itself out is how a person will react all of the fucking time. That's why the shit where they say every action every action causes an equal or opposite reaction. It doesn't matter what the fuck it is that happens. It doesn't matter if the fucking light falls. The reaction is going to be, the light is going to, it fell, and everyone's going to have some sort of reaction to it. Or if the camera's cut off right now, guess what? We're all going to be sitting here like, what the fuck? So, like, what's happening? We're all going to try to problem solve and shit.
So my question is with this. So, man, this is for y'all too. D-Lo's not here.
Boy,
so I can't,
fuck you. Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
This is my
You
question.
said fuck me earlier.
I know I did. D-Lo.
Please.
D-Lo's not here.
Disgust me.
D-Lo's not here. So are y'all doing this for the clicks or y'all doing this because it's real? Because we're facing, me and you have realized in the last 3 weeks that we face backlash, and it's because either people don't backlash because either people. Yeah, no. For real.
It really was.
Black,
like if you
backlash.
really go into the comments, it's literally 95%
That's how much I don't
black
pay
people.
attention to.
It really
So with that being said, I have to question like, were y'all being fake or y'all being true? So because when I come on the show,
like
it's
when
either,
though? When?
Huh?
When? When?
When,
Like when?
the
when
certain
are we being fake?
statements,
When are
the
we being
certain
real?
statements that you make, and the certain characteristics that y'all have on the show, like
It's that you won't accept change. You won't accept the fact that I wasn't the guy I was a few years, like 2 years ago.
But when the
this shit, bro.
camera's
I'm just
off,
not-
it's different.
No, it's not.
Taylor.
I'm the same fucking person, dude. When I turn the cameras
picking
off, I'm
me,
still
picking
doing the
me.
same fucking shit. Go ahead.
Pick
Taylor,
me.
go ahead and speak to the class.
Okay, so look, you know how you say you are who you are at all times and this, that, and the third? That is a cop-out. That is actually a post that I made not too long ago. It's a fucking cop-out. Let me explain to you as to why it is. Because that is a way for you to accept who you are at this time at all times. So that way you don't have to feel like you have to grow or evolve, because I am who the fuck I am. You can't change me. I am who I am. But there is growth that needs to be fucking done. Mm-hmm. But you're not gonna see that growth that needs to be done because you're too busy stuck in the fucking ego thinking that who you are is who the fuck it is.
That's
so
what I'm saying.
So when you scraped my car, that was who you was?
When I scraped your car? Yes, that was my ditzy self.
Because you hit that. You hit that.
Because let me tell you something.
Hey,
like I said, because that was him not owning. That was him trying to avoid the fucking truth.
Actual question.
That was him. That is deflection. He is a fucking.
Wait. What you're doing right now is kind of deflection too, because it's he. Well, what about me?
Exactly.
No, because I've already said me. I was just sitting here saying me until he said that, because when he just said that, I just said that was my ditzy self. Did I not?
Right.
I just said that was my ditzy self.
It was my ditzy self. But then after that, it was because he did this. Because then he brought up the fact that he had. Because he brought up the fact that he had to bring up. Because he had to bring up the fact that I scraped his car, because he did not want to own the fact that I was talking about him. Wait, he wouldn't have had to bring up the fact that you keyed his car if you didn't key his car.
Exactly.
I didn't key his car. I didn't key his car. So what the fuck are we talking about? I didn't key his car. I didn't.
All right.
The whole
Tay,
point
relax.
is,
Calm the fuck down.
The whole point
Holy
is
fuck.
that because that was a key form of deflection. Because you were. Yeah, we're saying key, but there was no key involved. There was no key involved.
You were fucking buddy. Now.
Exactly, because now he has somebody to egg egg him the fuck on. He has somebody to egg him the fuck on. So it's somebody to avoid him from the truth. If you come at me wrong, I'm gonna say what the fuck I gotta say. It's somebody to avoid the truth. No, listen, I'm not saying it is you changing. It's the fact that you don't know what happened that day. So now he's using you to be able to egg him the fuck on.
No offense, but you are bugging the fuck out. Like, you are ODing right now. Chill out. It's not even that serious. She wasn't there. We know. All right, you accidentally hit his car because you were lit. He brought up a really stupid point that had absolutely nothing to do with this anyway.
Because this is my point. We just went all around the fact that he had to bring up something to deflect himself. Am I wrong?
Yes, he did.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
I understood that
so
part.
did you not key his car?
No, I didn't key his car.
Okay, so whose car got keyed?
Nobody's car got keyed. This stupid ass motherfucker over here just said the wrong point.
That's my point. It was deflection at its fucking highest.
No.
That's what Eric does.
That was pointing the finger gone wrong. That's not deflection. Deflection is, bitch, you keep my car. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes,
Erica, I'm the only one sober on this show right now. I'm just letting you know.
Hey,
deflection. No, and I want to let you know that I'm not irate right now. I'm not mad or anything. I'm passionate.
You are pretty irate right now.
No, I'm not. Actually,
you got loud.
Her volume is
loud. My volume has been loud throughout. My volume has been loud.
Yeah, but what you got to understand is you just let Ed get to you.
No, I didn't allow him to get to me.
You did.
No, listen, because it wasn't allowing him to get me. It wasn't me allowing him to get to me. What it was is one of those moments when you get frustrated because you can't get your point out because everybody's talking over you. That's exactly what that was. That wasn't me allowing him, because I understand what the truth was. That's why I started laughing when I said, this nigga know I ain't key his car. Now he's egging that on because it's like, yes, he, ha, ha. That's him.
Women get mad about the truth, and men are like, this is the truth.
What's the truth?
And speak about that. Let's, because everybody's saying we getting off the podcast, but why is there a difference? If a man says 2 + 2 is 4, why does a woman says no, a 2 + 2 is 5?
No, it's not even that too. We'll get mad about, because I see it with Alex too. I do it my damn self. Like, he had to grab me by my face and be like, bitch, are you fucking crying because the cabinet doors won't go on right? Alex is not gonna walk in the house and be like, these aren't lined up properly. Will he do it to himself? Fuck yeah. But does he really give a fuck? Fuck no. Especially not to a point where he brings it up into the relationship. But women, if he was to do the cabinets, what do? 17-point inspection off of everything. It doesn't matter if you're paying for the fucking house to get renovated. The woman that's in your life that you're getting the house renovated for is the one that's making all the fucking decisions. I swear to God.
She just is feeding into
it. That's why it's funny. But it's funny.
I'm not feeding into nothing because at the end of the day, I
know what the fuck you're doing.
Rose, you have no idea what's going on right now.
But I'm ready.
And we do.
Exactly.
And so that's why this to me is just like, wow.
But that's why, no, here's the thing, right?
This nigga is a
It's the pot calling the kettle a Negro. That's what
I don't know what you raised, Erica. This is a magician sitting right here. What the fuck?
But at the same time, though, like, we would have got along had you just let me talk.
And honestly,
we would have been got along.
Hold on, biggest hypocrite, fakest motherfucker on this show right now.
No.
And that's why all of this is so funny to me. Because all week since you came on the last show, he has had nothing but no remorse and nothing but bad shit to say. And now that he actually got you into the room and y'all are having good conversations, you got all buddy before the show. Now he wants to be a whole different person.
No. Let me get to this. First and foremost, this is 3 weeks after the show that we already had.
Hide your wife, hide your kids, y'all.
This is hold on.
Hide your wife, hide your kids.
Hold on.
Hide your girl, hide your everybody. Ed's coming.
This is 3 weeks after the show had already ran. You said she was coming, but then you had an issue or whatever like that. You couldn't make it or whatever. I was expecting you to come because guess what? The only thing to him and everybody else on the internet, they headhunting. Those 2 females is coming. They coming. Guess what? The bad thing that happened with that, and Tay, you wasn't even here. They let Asia come on here.
Tez, it's because you don't see what happens behind the scenes.
No.
That's why I'm saying
you don't see what happens behind the scenes.
No, because I'm about to explain this shit. Y'all let Asia come on here, and I shut the fuck up. I stayed quiet the whole show.
Because you wanted attention.
No, and the whole time, her explanation for everything she said sounded
Erica, they did.
And the whole time, she sounded fucking redundant. She didn't even know what epiphany was. So right then and there, I'm not going to take you serious. I'm not going to respect your opinion because you're not intelligent enough to battle with me.
But
so with that, hold on.
Ed, not for nothing, bro, but you're dumb as fuck, dude.
Shit.
Bro,
Wait,
you are
let's
not
not
the
offend-
brightest crayon in the box,
Shit.
bro.
Let's
no
not
offense.
be
But-
offended
but
because
the
the bitch
only
can't
reason-
be
the
defended.
only
You're a
reason-
fucking goof.
The only hold on. The only
Everybody got some ignorance in some point of life, so we not about to sit here and try to point out somebody's ignorance in
I'll
one
say what I
aspect
wanna
because
say.
you're dumb at some
Hold
aspect.
on.
The bitch is dumb to
I
me.
didn't even get
That's
my-
how
I
I
didn't-
feel
I
because
didn't-
at the end of the day, the same reasons why I don't like. I was on the phone with my best friend that I haven't talked to in fucking 5 months. This bitch been knowing me for 15 fucking years. When she heard how my tone changed when I was talking to said girl versus when I was talking to her, she already fucking knew that me and this girl did not mesh. She never knew what this girl looked like. She never knew who the hell this girl was. She didn't see the damn
Emotional
podcast. She didn't see none of
damage.
that. But at the end of the day, real recognize real. Hoes kick it with hoes. Real bitches kick it with real bitches. Basketball player niggas kick it with basketball player niggas. And i.e. vice versa. It doesn't fucking matter what. It doesn't matter how the fuck you feel. Your feelings are not fucking real. It doesn't matter, bitch. You can be offended today and then get over it tomorrow.
And
so when I
that's-
came back to the podcast today,
Speaking-
when I was about to come back to the podcast last time, I wasn't I was going through shit with my
Trying
kids.
to fuck now, that's what it is.
No,
That's exactly
Wow.
it wouldn't even matter. But at the end of the day,
We know
it wouldn't
it.
even matter. It wouldn't even matter what Ed's trying to fucking do because to me, like, that shit don't fucking matter. At the end of the day, when my kids was acting the fuck up, my house wasn't in order, I was trying to complete house projects, my mood was shot the fuck out, I was mad about a bitch. I was mad about a bitch who isn't around me no fucking more. It doesn't matter. Y'all can kiki. What is it?
Kiki, like she said, Kiki, motherfucker.
We're not kikiing.
Oh,
We're
well.
not kikiing you. It's Ed. I'm
laughing
so
at
sorry.
you at all, Rose. I'm
We're
laughing
not
at
laughing
no,
at
I'm
you.
just
at all.
peripheral looking. I'm just peripheral.
She talking
looking
that
in here.
factual shit,
But
and
at
y'all
the
not
end of
trying to
the day,
listen.
When my life wasn't in order, I did not feel like being around nobody who was gonna say some inflammatory shit and then me pop off or show myself in a different fucking light. Because even when he and I were going at it, you have to look at how much tranquility I had practiced before I had gotten to that point. And even when Monty was like, yo, chill, all right, chill, like calm the fuck down, whatever. I'm like, okay, no, I don't give a fuck about that chill shit. But at the same time, I dialed my shit down to be able to get back to the fucking
She
point.
dialed her shit down.
It wasn't until said girl had fucking walked off the podcast had ended, and then the fucking late night
Because she
show
was
had started.
jealous.
I said the same fucking thing, my nigga.
She was jealous.
Yes,
Hey, Monty, she was jealous.
Yes.
Oh my God, Ed, shut the fuck up because now you're egging negativity.
No, it's not.
She
It's not
was
egging
jealous.
shit. Let me tell you this: if Tom,
Hey, Monty.
Harry, and Dick said
you're
something
doing all
about
right,
fucking Janet,
Yeah.
let me say this. Let me say
Let me
this.
tell you something.
Wait,
Tay's gonna stand on the right at all times.
She
My
wasn't
nigga
right.
Ed,
She's
my
not
nigga
right.
Ed is definitely trolling you, and you're taking, and it's like you're not.
Okay,
you're not
I don't
seeing
give
it.
a fuck what Ed is doing. Let's get that shit clear. I don't give a fuck what Ed is doing.
Oh.
I don't give a fuck what Ed is doing. And I'm not saying that to be aggressive to you.
No,
I'm just
I
saying
get that.
I'm just saying, in general, it doesn't fucking matter what nobody the fuck else is doing. No one's gonna move me no way besides out they fucking way. So when I had pushed the bitch up out my life, it wouldn't have mattered what the fuck he said because I didn't consult my co-counsel until after the fact shit had already fucking transpired. And it doesn't matter what the fuck he says because the shit that he says and me and him had already co-conspired about and already had fucking talked about lines up exactly with what the fuck I had already said to
Exactly.
myself. It doesn't matter. So however you feel with your relationship with Shorty, I don't give a fuck if she sees the shit. You know why I kicked you to the curb. You put somebody, and then on top of that, you put
My
somebody else.
only point
Wait,
is,
let me
listen,
wait, but
no, I gotta try
at
to
the end of the day, at the end of the day, you had inserted
Tay,
a-
you gotta let her finish.
You had inserted
gotta let her finish.
You inserted a nigga that I buy weed from that you put me on to buy
At the
weed
end
from.
of the day,
to
we
be in our
when
drama
you were,
after
my
he
thing
picked
is,
you the
when
fuck up
she
from
was
my
here,
crib.
when
It doesn't
she was-
matter.
It was on some, okay, we're not going to talk on that because she's not here to defend herself.
And I'm going to say what the fuck I want to say because what she gonna do, beat my ass, you're going to jail.
Because my
You're
thing
going to
is
jail. You line me up, bitch, you're going to jail. You set me up. Fuck no. Was she
no.
using your money?
No.
Was she using your car?
Why are you doing that? That was your fault. You decided
But
to do that.
Look what I did.
You
I'm bleeding the
decided
bitch.
to do
and
that,
now I'm
and yes,
bleeding the
Mom,
bitch.
listen,
and now
let
I'm
me tell
so
you.
say that to him too, because that was his friend before it was my friend.
I've had my own family bite me in the ass from that very
That's not my
aspect.
blood.
Listen,
I don't give a fuck
but
about that bitch. I'll bleed that
my
hoe out.
point
Fuck is you
is-
talking about?
My point
I'll
is
bleed the
that
bitch out.
you allow
Every time
it to
that she
happen.
gets chance to get up on a pedestal, bitch, I'm gonna knock you the fuck down because you ain't shit, bitch.
God.
That's what the fuck I said.
You were just talking to me about me not taking accountability about, I heard you a lot about you,
what did I say, Monty?
Eric.
Hold on. I'm gonna cut my audio. I'm gonna stop talking. What the fuck did me and you have a conversation about? You don't have to put your name or no input that you said. What did I tell you?
Yeah.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? What I said was,
Miss fuck did you create? Because this is what started this shit.
You are now
he know what the fuck he did, y'all. He knew what he did, and this is why I said it.
Jerry.
Yeah,
let's go. Turn that shit up,
it's
bro.
not going downhill. We
Turn
talking
that
about
shit
real
up.
shit.
No, we are
about
talking
real
about
shit.
If she was like I told the bitch to her motherfucking self, if you were a nigga and the way that your tendencies are, a bitch or anybody would have got the fuck rid of you way before I did, bitch. Because you're a female, you get a little bit of a pass because you got your ass whipped and you a little bit sad about the shit. I don't give a fuck. You not the first or the last bitch to get your ass whipped. Get the fuck over it and go to therapy and grow the fuck up, bitch. With any fucking body, with anything that you go through as an adult. Nobody gets a fucking pass because you're doing the shit you're supposed to do as an adult. And when you not doing the shit that you're supposed to do as an adult, bitch, yeah, you get bled. Fuck out of here. Ain't no two ways about it. What the fuck is we talking about? We just said
nobody knows what the fuck she's talking about, but her. That's my point.
Nobody knows what the fuck is going on.
Hey, it goes to show the same thing you did with the last show when you was talking to camera and nobody knew what the fuck you talking about. They know. They understand.
Like I said, it's a generalized thing. I'm talking about something that happened specifically to me. It doesn't matter. I'm talking in general regardless. It's the objective fucking truth. You don't get no pass because you got something happened to you. How many motherfuckers is walking around homeless right now because something happened to them? Don't nobody give a fuck. They still pass you the fuck by at them inner passes, bitch. Fuck is you saying? So no bitch get no pass with me. And I don't get a pass with my motherfucking self. I hold myself accountable. Can't nobody sleep with me in the same bed with the thoughts that I fucking have. Cause don't nobody have
Erica, even if she was here, she wouldn't even say a word, dude. She probably would have walked
away.
out.
Bitch wouldn't say shit because she didn't say shit the last time until somebody said something about her gay brother.
Right. Exactly.
Now, Tay is gonna be here to try to stand on it all. At the end of the day, I'm not about to talk about nobody that ain't here to defend themselves.
Yeah,
that is where we are wrong, and we need to cut the shit.
Yeah,
because at the end of the day, I stood on your behalf.
Have a backbone.
I stood on your behalf. I stood on your behalf when they was talking about you for weeks.
All right, both of y'all shut the fuck up.
But I don't know you.
Both of y'all are pissing me off.
Damn.
Because now at this point, both of y'all keep cutting each other the fuck off. Tay, I will tell you to walk the fuck off. Keep mimicking me. You think I'm playing? You won't come back next week. I'm not even fucking playing right now. Both of y'all are doing way too fucking much.
Okay.
One of y'all talk at a fucking time. It's either that or both of y'all are just done with this shit because now I'm getting pissed off. Ed, and I'm glad it's funny to you over there, but I'm taking control of this shit now. I have asked you and Tay, you know. I have asked you multiple fucking times, one at a time. And now all night, you're the one who keeps cutting her off, but she also won't shut the fuck up. No offense. Both of y'all are pissing me the fuck off. Who cares this girl's not here to defend herself? That's done. That's dead. That's over. Stop. Both of y'all need to chill the fuck out and let each other speak because nobody can understand what either one of you motherfuckers are saying right now. I'm sorry to buck like that. Tay, I didn't mean that. But still, chill the fuck out, please, because now you're pissing me off and you never piss me off. Ever, Tay. He always pisses me off.
Yeah, I know why.
But it's because at this point, y'all just won't just stop cutting each other off, and I keep telling y'all stop doing it. And you are doing it more than anybody tonight. So that's why I'm asking you, please chill. I didn't mean it when I said don't come back next week. I didn't mean that.
No,
I'm just telling you, I'm getting annoyed right now because nobody is letting each other speak. Ed, you started something that you shouldn't have right there.
Okay, well, in my defense, I will honestly say that yes, Ed started it, and Rose has had the spotlight for quite some time. My only point is that I had Rose's defense without even knowing who she was or any of that, and recall on countless occasions saying, all right, we need to cut the conversation because we're talking about somebody whom is not here. And that's when we switch the conversation to a different topic.
And that's what I've been trying
to be valid right now is my point. Just as valid as I was standing on it when you were not here is when we're going to stand on it when she is not here. And that is my only valid point. And I stand on it.
I could have been there though that night though. I chose not to. She chose not to stand
up. All right,
well,
that night was that night, and this night is this night. Right. She's not here, and I'm now saying that conversation is fucking over because she did not drag you through the mud like you are doing
because
her right now.
She don't have no fucking ammo.
I got you, G.
That's why.
Oh my God! And this is
and
the
not for nothing though. Hold on, wait, hold on.
Not
Not for nothing, but she could. It's that she
what?
chooses not to. Because no offense, Rose, but you're not perfect either, dog.
Because
so
I beat my dogs. They have to get their ass beat. It is what the fuck it is. What? Because I have an anger problem.
Said anything about beating dogs.
So then what the fuck is it? I am white. I am a fucking bum. I do live in a trailer park with my mom. It's the same fucking principle. What do you? What did she say? What did she say? The bitch been around me for 2 fucking weeks. What the fuck is she gonna say? Bitch don't know me from a grain of fucking paint.
Thank you, Miss Sullivan. Tell your son, because what the fuck? He know what he doing.
I don't even blame Ed for this shit because it's like
I don't.
It was already animosity that was there and needed to be released. We can't move forward if the shit's not released.
We can move on.
Like, hold on. How many times and not to put all our business out, but how many times have me and you have got into it, but we came and talked before the show and we escalated.
Yeah, but
the
we're
shit.
men and we can do that.
But
we can clearly see women can't do that.
But women can't do it.
I didn't have an issue. That's my thing. I don't have an issue.
I'm not saying that you had an issue.
I'm not
just
the
saying
person that has an issue.
Cutting each other off.
This is but this is my thing. The person that the other person that has an issue,
that's gonna be the clip.
That's my point. The other person that has an issue is not here to stand on it. I don't have an issue. I don't. I am the fucking equal party at this point. I wasn't here then. I just stand on whatever the fuck it is.
Rose, we know nobody was there to experience what you experienced with this girl. We're so fucking sorry to hear it. You put yourself through it.
Thank you.
So shut the fuck up about bitching about it, Rose. You my dog, and you know you my dog.
About it?
You are bitching about it.
So
stop. You did it to yourself twice.
What I'm talking about.
Once,
turn up.
What I'm talking about.
Turn up, Rose.
Not once, but twice.
Turn up, Rose.
No, because Monty wants me to shut the fuck up. So I'm gonna do what Monty wants me to do. I'm gonna be on Monty's program today.
It's not even.
I'm gonna be on Monty's program tonight. I'm gonna be on Monty and Taylor's program tonight. I'm gonna be on everybody else's program tonight. I'm not gonna say shit.
Just them two.
I'm not gonna say shit. I'm not gonna say shit. That's what you want me to do. I'm not gonna say shit.
Rose, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is now at this point.
What you're saying is, Rose, shut the fuck up. That's what you just told me.
I did, because all y'all won't shut the fuck up. I can't.
When I do what I'm said, when I do what I'm told,
Rose,
don't do it. When I do what I'm not told, don't do it. Damned if you did, damned if you didn't.
But it's funny you keep saying I'm gonna shut the fuck up and you keep talking. Like, chill out for 2 seconds.
Okay,
I'm trying to just get you to understand. I have so much respect for you, girl. You know I do. But what I'm saying is you brought this upon yourself twice. Not once, twice. So for you to sit here and complain about it after you already had y'all first scut the first time, why are we still hearing about it?
Okay.
Hey.
You're the one who's bitching about it over there.
We need both of them on the show next Monday. Showdown. WWE Raw SmackDown for the ultimate belt. Rose versus.
You
know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say her name. Pressure. Rose versus Pressure for the title fight. Who is right and who is wrong?
Neither one of them are right.
Neither one of them right. Neither one of them
I'll
fucking
be at home
wrong.
with my husband while you're sitting here slumming it the fuck up, bitch.
Oh golly.
Fuck.
Don't think
Okay,
about it
hold on, because now Tay's got to be the realistic motherfucker of the point. I don't see a ring on your motherfucking finger.
I don't have to wear no ring right now. I got his motherfucking house underneath my goddamn pinky finger.
Exactly.
That really don't mean anything.
That don't mean nothing.
Exactly.
Because
He could kick you out
kick you
tonight
out
if he wanted
tomorrow,
to.
and that would mean nothing.
Who was the first bitch that said that? Who was the first bitch that said when y'all got introduced? No, when y'all got introduced to me, who was the first motherfucker who said that? Me, motherfucker. So what are you talking about?
They said what?
If he wanted to, he would. I'm an expendable.
Yeah.
Because I'm an additive to his life. But so I already know that consciously. I already know that consciously. My beef is not. First of all, ain't no fucking beef where no bitch don't got no fucking pant. Fuck out of here.
Listen. My only point. I
can say.
Try to use that.
I can speak first before you keep cutting her off.
I can say whatever, because I can't sit here and speak on. I cannot sit here and speak on nothing else besides what the fuck I done went through and what I put myself through. I already know. I've already taken my accountability. The first person to get blamed in the situation with me and Asia was me allowing for myself to be, I don't give a fuck. Me and the bitch being around each other was my fucking first fuck up. That's what it was. I inherited somebody else's shit based off of somebody else's shit that I really wasn't fucking with like that. So at the end of the day, I do know that shit. But I gave you a fair fucking chance because as an OnlyFans bitch, as a retired hoe, as the bitch that I was beforehand.
And that I will say you did.
As the bitch that I was beforehand, I feel like everybody deserves a second fucking chance or a first chance with the first time that they meet me. I'm not going to sit here and play nobody out or whatever.
May I just add?
I wonder if this is going to have anything to do with what I
No, I will say, what I will say is that your requirements for her to be there wasn't that much of a requirement. All you asked her to do was to help around the crib. I know, I'm trying to go down.
And not even that.
But so I'm saying that you did give her another chance, and that's respectable. Right. We all know that. And it didn't work out again. It didn't work out simply because you realized, okay, she's cool, but she ain't really doing anything to help me, right? Mm-hmm. All right. But you also have to understand that you took on her issue, just like you said. You took on her
That's
issues.
what a friend does.
Exactly.
But see, I was never soft on her. I was never the enabler. I was never the
because you're not soft. You are a tough female.
But that's because at the end of the day, yeah, I was raised by be restrictive, be like, okay, be conservative and shit like that. But at the end of the day, whatever the fuck you're finna do, gold, metal, that shit. Don't sit here in my face and tell me you're trying when you're not fucking doing nothing to try. I don't give a fuck if you're my brother.
Were right here with
my
that.
brother,
we were
my
right
brother
here
is
with
the
that.
exact same fucking way. Not to put his shit out there like that, but at the end of the day, my brother's a 23-year-old virgin whose fucking first job was at 22 years old just last year, my nigga, and it was at Old Chicago as a fucking host.
Well, he got his first job finally.
But it took for right. And I'm gonna give him his pat on the back for that. But it took for me to sit here and have to bleed him the fuck out in front of another grown man whose car I'm in, that I'm taking to my fucking house, where my shit is at, the shit that I bought. Doesn't matter if I moved into another man's house. I had my own shit. So even when even right now, I have a whole storage in Colorado right now. A whole furniture, like a whole apartment, like furniture size shit. So I can go and furnish my own shit. I can go get whatever the fuck I want to. I'm choosing to be with Alex. I could sit out here and be a hoe. I could sit out here and just be hanging out with niggas who just want to give me a wet ass and some fucking weed and a couple little shots of some liquor. I could do that shit easy. That shit is less than $100 to do that shit. I could have laid on my back and go been with a military nigga. But that shit ain't gonna do me nothing if you don't have no longevity within yourself. At the end of the fucking day, the type of people that you surround yourself absolutely is incumbent upon who you are and how you feel. Now, do I feel like the girl deserved a second chance or a first chance with me?
No.
Mind your business.
Ed, shut the fuck up.
Absolutely.
You're about to get dropped.
And I'm not going to sit here and downplay the initial qualities as to why I had even been attracted to her in a friendship level in the first fucking place. Mm-hmm. I'm never going to sit here and down that. But for the shit that I do know and the shit that I did experience, I can absolutely speak on that freely because I'm not talking shit. Like I told the little motherfucker that she tried to middleman me with or whatever after the shit that transpired the second time. Yeah. I don't give a fuck how you try to spin it or whatever. You can screenshot this shit and that shit is on wax, my nigga. It's the same fucking thing that I said to her face, in a text message, on a phone call. I'm the same all the way the fuck around. If he started slipping up in our friendship and shit like that, or if me and him was kicking it and buddy like that, and he started doing some fuck shit or some weird shit that I didn't agree with, and even when we wasn't friends and shit like that, like,
foreshadow.
I still, at the end of the day,
we were associates.
Exactly. But at the end of the day, when I didn't agree with the shit that he was doing, and now I'm in his fucking face, it's cognitive dissonance. At the end of the day, I can do that positively or negatively. So if you weren't serving my life, I don't have no fucking problem bleeding you on your issues because everybody else in your life is a fucking enabler. I'm not going for that shit. I'm not finna give you the fucking Band-Aid, bitch. You need that fucking alcohol. You need that alcohol, that salt on the wound.
Gonna be Ed, like, guys,
and
guess
let me tell you, and this is my thing. I completely feel you on that aspect. I can understand you and reflect completely because that's how I am only with specific people, aka like family.
But when do they become specific? When you start investing shit in them. So when I'm getting no return on my investment,
I will say that I wouldn't say that it's necessarily when I start investing because me personally, I'm a giver. I can invest
what are you
in
doing?
you with. I can invest in you. I can invest in you without having that same expectations that I have for you as my blood family. Now, me personally, I can say the only people that can really get me riled up like that is my family
or people that's
from doing
close
that
to
like
you.
that.
But at the end of the day, I wouldn't have let you sleep in my bed. I wouldn't have let you be around. I don't have no real skin puppies. I have real fur babies. So at the end of the day, when you sitting around my kids and shit like that, and you sitting here trying to parent them and shit, but we don't agree on the same morals, I don't want you around me.
That's when we take on that accountability aspect of it. Yes, we realized who you were I realized who you really were after being around you for this period of time. However, I learned what I needed to learn. Now moving the fuck on.
Exactly.
That does not mean that I have to try to bleed you every time,
but
every chance I get. Because what is that really doing for you?
I'm gonna bleed the bitch because at the end of the day,
it's like that temporary relief of I feel like I got like it's like that upper hand. It's like that power. It does give you a sense of power because you know for a fact that this is what you've been through, and I know that I can bleed you because I know you ain't got this or you ain't got that or that this that and the third. But the real power resides in when to really hold that shit back. You can make that motherfucker hurt so much more when you just erase them from your fucking reality.
Right. And Tay, this is our first time meeting, right? I have that same type of personal recognizance where I let people go and I let people do what the fuck they want to do. I have been in situations that you could not fucking believe, and I will not sit here and explain because I don't have that type of time. At the end of the day, though, I've been through some shit that I didn't definitely put myself through. And I can definitely say that, especially with another woman in the house with the same man. And I'm sitting here trying to teach you lessons I didn't already went the fuck through. I'm not about to sit here and teach you how to be no woman because your mother wasn't friends to you. You will never be able to be a fucking friend to me. You won't, because you don't know how to. Your mother is your first friend, and the father is the first fucking blueprint of how a man is supposed to treat you. So if you didn't have that fucking foundation at home, I cannot expect as your friend to be able to build that bond with you unless you genuinely fucking want it or you genuinely want that for yourself. I'm not about to sit here and try to fill no fucking
Monty,
gaps.
They are just so quiet. I'm sorry, but I've been trying not to like.
We haven't had a woman show. We haven't had a woman show in a minute.
Outside, and it's like, what the fuck? It's like they're just so quiet. Oh my god.
Sorry, because both of y'all won't shut the fuck up. That's why. And you guys are talking about such irrelevant, dumbass shit, in my opinion, that it's not dumb, actually. It's just to me, because we're guys, and we don't talk about this dumbass shit.
Exactly.
But it's not dumb at all. But to us, we're just like, we don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about.
That's one thing that I was about to say, because I feel like you just said with the whole, you know, your mom didn't raise you. Because me personally, I don't attract to females that often. It is so much easier for me to get along with men. Majority of my friends are men. What you say?
A salute?
What the fuck is a salute?
I think he said a salute.
I'm a what?
A S-L-U-T-E. He said you're a salute. You're a fucking salute and nothing better.
I had to get her going. I'm sorry.
Step outside.
I had to be Ed. I had to add moment. I had to add moment. I'm just being
I can honestly say that I get along way more. It's easier for me to get along with men for the simple fact that they don't give a fuck about shit like that. And I personally, like I was just saying, it's like, well, why do you care so much? You ain't known the bitch but this long. And I get that. I get that. And that's why it's like
laying in my bed.
I can understand, and that's why I love duality. You can understand both the male and the female aspect of it.
Especially
the male aspect is they don't give a fuck. Why are you talking about this? I don't care. Move on. And then the female aspect, but my feelings, they fucking hurt.
It's not even just the feelings. It's the fact that I had spent within a fucking 3-week fucking period just hanging out with her alone. I had already spent over $2,500.
3 weeks.
$2,500 in 3 fucking
$2,500.
just entertain because
maybe I got the wrong female friend.
No, because
she spent that bag on her ass.
You didn't. I did. But see, that's what I do. It doesn't matter if it's him. It doesn't matter who the fuck it is. It doesn't matter who the fuck it is.
Monty,
or what
5.5.
If it's my family or if it's my friends or whatever, or people if I feel like your vibe is genuine enough, like
Steven Ziegler, I haven't seen you so long, bro.
The reason why anybody that I
where you been at?
That I hang
Shout
out
out
with
to
that's
you,
female,
bro.
it's because I see you here, like right here, or I think that we connect here. At the end of the day, we're social
Shout out to Zig.
So yeah, when I connect with you on that level, absolutely, I have certain expectations of you that I have within myself, because I would not sit here and go about treating somebody like they're mediocre or like, oh, this is just expected of you, because I'm not one of these little stupid nappy-headed ass niggas that you be talking to.
One of your chicken heads.
Right.
God damn.
I'm not finna be sitting here being played out like that. Period.
You know what, Ed? Let's talk about our feelings, bro. Let's go into it. Fuck these girls right now. Let's talk about our feelings, bro.
Well, when it comes to male feelings, we don't.
I feel you, Capri.
We don't necessarily go for this bullshit because first and foremost, we handled it beforehand. But it shows that it has been animosity between both of y'all, and I feel like
fuck them. Let's talk about our animosity.
Hold on. In order to understand each other, you need a platform where you can talk and really vent. You know what I'm saying?
It's called life. We can say what the fuck we want to say. Why the fuck do I have to explain what I
don't know. Why did you even say what you had to say right there?
Because I can say what the fuck I want to say.
Because obviously
it doesn't matter if I'm talking about one. If you notice, I didn't say this girl's name but one fucking time. It doesn't matter.
Go. Pressure.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the fuck I say.
On the internet.
It happened to me. It happened with me. It happened in my house. It happened with my bills.
It happened to me too.
I had to sit
and I was
here.
apparently there throughout that whole fucking thing.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. So y'all sit here and feel like I'm sitting here like demonizing this girl. I was this girl. That's where my frustration lied at, because I was a 22-year-old girl, a 23-year-old girl in the same exact fucking position that she was. Okay. It doesn't fucking matter. Connected. And at the same time, even with these same type of friendship rules put in place and regulations put in place, I have that expectation with my family, which is why I don't sit here and speak to motherfuckers who don't serve me or don't serve their motherfucking selves, which is the very most important thing. So when old dude, I don't remember if it was you or if it was you, but you had said that I was high maintenance. When I said I expect for you,
that was me.
That was Monty.
I expect for you to sit here and be able to sustain yourself. That's what I meant by that shit. It doesn't matter what our relationship is. I expect for you to be able to sustain yourself. And if you're not doing that, and if I'm really somebody who gives a fuck about you and gives a fuck about me because that's the only reason why you're in my life, then I'm going to say something to you.
You also didn't mention that you added the part that sustain yourself, but also give me money too.
The thing is, okay. The thing is, when I'm dating a dude, I don't expect for you to pay me no fucking cash. It doesn't fucking, like, when we're in a relationship, absolutely.
Send me $100 every here and there so I can get my nails done.
That's not even that. I'm walking around with 2 fucking nails from 2 months sets ago.
I was just repeating what you said.
At the end of the day, though, it doesn't matter. If you want to do that shit, then fucking do it. But I'm not asking for it. Period.
So if he doesn't do any of that shit for you, then what?
Then I'm getting the fuck going. I just know that's not my type of dude.
All right.
I just know that's not my type of dude.
Point and proven.
So you want me to sit around and just want me to just lay around with a hairy ass pussy? You want me to just lay around like, okay, or do you want me to work so that way I can make this fucking money and then come back with a goddamn dominant attitude and then sit here and try to dominate you in our household and we have a constant battle of our fucking gender roles? What do you want?
Go ahead.
You can't have both. We can't serve two masters. That's not biological, logical.
She came in like a horse. She came in like, but at the end of the day, I respect what you got going on. It's definitely a definitely different side.
I've never seen John Wick before, like either of them.
Tay, I felt like you have been triggered, but
who's triggered? Baby, let me tell you, it is very hard to really trigger me. It's really,
Jasmine, get your punk ass off here.
It was really. It was really just one of those Monty moments where it's like, shut the fuck up, I'm trying to talk. That's all that was. No, that's exactly what it was. Y'all motherfuckers on this panel can't trigger the fuck out of me. I feel
like we should have 3 women on this panel to get all their emotions out, because for so long we've had males get their true feelings out and we haven't had a female perspective. Tay, you've always been the balance between me and Monty. Rose, last show, we didn't necessarily agree on certain topics, and even Pressure, when she was here, we didn't agree. I let her talk. So I feel like next show,
Steven.
We should hurry up and ask the question, Ziegler.
Yeah, we should let them.
I like your last name.
We should let them go at it and let them understand each other, because obviously there's some hidden animosity towards each other that needs to be fixed.
Animosity.
I have a list, bitch.
You can't talk.
I have a whole list, and everybody knows that shit. So
try it again.
I don't want to watch that.
You cream, carpet, eggshell, motherfucker. Hey, look, I have a list. So this is what it is. At the end of the day, I feel like both women had valid points, and I feel like both had, let's say, good points in their conversation.
I'm just trying to word them out
but the thing is, where do you move forward? Where do you compromise in each other's opinions?
By bleeding the bitch. And then getting over it. I don't know how everybody else do it. I'm gonna bleed anybody. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. But
she putting up cabinets. She's painting cabinets. She's taking care of
Ziegler,
dogs.
You're in this shit. I feel like
you missed all of that.
Yeah,
so
Zig, you did miss.
You missed all of that.
All right, so hold up. So the one thing, all right. So from my perspective, now she does cook, she does clean, she does extra house projects. Again, I was like, I've chilled with her multiple times, so I've seen this shit. So I give her this. She does cook very good food. I don't know about y'all, but that shit.
She got pot roast like right here.
Bussin'. 1, 2. I helped her put up these cabinets. I didn't help her paint them. I didn't help her paint nothing.
True Mexican.
But I was there and helped her put up those cabinets. Thirdly, she also put together an entire office. She also put together a whole windmill. She also has been continuing to keep her house spotlessly clean and take care of dogs. Shorty does bring
she's like a Muriel.
Wait, hold on, because I ain't done. She
ahead.
brings at-home value, right? Do you make your own bread, though, anymore? Now, does that matter? Honestly, as long as she's home doing every fucking thing else, who cares? Like,
Steven.
she's still at least... Because 50-50 doesn't necessarily always mean how much money you're putting into the situation. 50-50 is how much effort and energy.
I have a fucking mom who cares about me, so if all this goes to shit, I don't give a fuck how y'all look at it. It's better to be living with your mother as a single woman with no I don't have no fucking kids. I don't have the only responsibilities that I have in my mother's house when I'm living with my mother and everything like that is the basic respective gender role responsibilities that are supposed to be expected of me as a woman any fucking ways, because it's training me to be out of my mother's household. That's why when you get married, your father is the one who gives you to the man, because he's accepting the responsibility of being the man in your life, and vice versa. So as much as you sit here and try to demonize whatever the fuck, as far as like me doing what the fuck I'm supposed to do, being subservient to my man, or my man serving me as far as doing the things that I expect for him to do as a man anyway, it's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that.
You know, we're well aware, Tez. We're well aware.
I need a nap.
I actually, Steven, shout out to Steven. I need you to put Catherine on, your wife. Because she's actually the one that I feel like needs to watch this, because she brings in the hype. Steven, I give you props, but let Catherine let her come in. She gonna get it pumping.
A stay-at-home mom. The fact that you added respect means
I have a good question, right? This is a question for my... Okay.
Go ahead, Monty. Express yourself as the host of
the fact that he actually got quiet. I didn't think he was gonna listen to me.
Monty, this is your chance.
I got clout.
Oh, she's in night school. All right. Well, tell her she already knows how
Taylor
I get.
got the juice now.
Steven, she already knows how I get down, so tell her to turn in the next show. I'll be sending her links
back to Monty's
and you.
question.
So tune in.
Why
bro.
are all of you guys pieces of shit? No, I'm lying. That's not my question.
I am the
here's my real
shit,
question. Here's my real question,
it.
right? So this is just my own personal life, so I just want to know answers from the panel and from the chat. Okay, I need the chat to intertwine with this one right here. All right, so if a girl starts a brand new relationship, but she still is in contact with her ex, what does that mean for the new relationship?
She's a hoe.
She's not over her ex.
She's a hoe.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, so
say like Shorty's just trying to be friends with her ex. Why is she trying to do that? Or why is she still in contact with her ex at all if she's in a new relationship?
Because she's on hoe status.
I wouldn't say that she's on hoe status. I will say that there could be definitely... It could be a multitude of different things. Like, take for instance, you say it's the ex. What really was the definition of their relationship, if you get what I'm saying? Like, did they know each other from childhood type thing? Were they actually really good friends before the whole ex thing took off, and now they realize that we ain't got no real chemistry in a relationship, but we really are great friends. Now in that aspect, then that's all right, that's cool. But in the aspect of it's like, oh yeah, there was no real reason why they broke up other than he just didn't want to be with her no more, that's a red flag, because now you holding on to somebody that clearly didn't want you because you still want them.
So that was solid. What do you guys have to say? You guys have anything to say to that? Besides you just saying some ignorant ass comment?
No. Well, it all depends on how you feel about that person at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. That's the main gesture. Like, do you respect that person or you don't respect that person? And it goes for a female aspect and a male aspect. Now, a male aspect from the age of 15 all the way to about 26, 27, it's a sexual thing. So if you're not giving us what I want, we're going to do you dirty and we're going to go to the next. As a female, like you said, it's about love.
All right, I'm sorry, but you went off tangent again. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Well, I'm just putting out my
question is what do you think about a female that is still in contact with her ex when she's with you?
Were on, you were on it, and then you just like...
Well, again, that it all depends on the type of person. Like, I got exes right now. I literally got exes right now, bro, that I'm cool as fuck with. Like, I'm cool as fuck. I know they boyfriends.
I do too, though. I
know
like,
they boyfriends. I know everything like that.
Yeah.
But I also know exes where if I text them right now, they nigga gonna answer the phone like, yo, why the fuck are you hitting my shorty up? Like, they gonna correct that situation right then and there. So with that being said, it's how close are you with your ex, and what's the circumstances of how many times you hit them up during a month?
So how would you feel if your current girl was still mad cool with her ex, still hung out with him, still smoked with him or whatever, just chilled with him every once in a while? Like, how would you feel about that?
No ring, do your thing. I didn't solidify the situation, so you could do whatever the fuck you want to do.
He said this so many times before. It should be trademarked.
At this point,
he's full of it though, because I know for a fact if he catches his girl chilling with her ex, he's gonna be like, "Oh, what you doing? So this what we doing? Oh, this what we doing? So we just doing whole shit."
Yo. At the end of the day, bro, like I said, if I did not wife her up, if I didn't get on one knee and say, yo, I want you to be part of my family and take my last name, that shows you off rip. Do what you want to do. Do what you got to do. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to live my life. You're going to live your life. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't give you that title of marrying you, then I don't care about you that much. You know what I'm saying? And beyond, and for real, I done had... Like, for real, my baby mama, bro, I cheated on her, she cheated on me. Do I see us getting married? No. I do not see us getting married, but do we have that relationship to take care of our kids and love each other?
You trust her to, like, take care of your kids.
Exactly.
But you have that thing that's, like, keeping you guys attached. Like,
yeah, the only thing that I told her, I said, I don't give a fuck who you mess with or who you deal with. Make sure they have themselves established. Don't try to bring yourself in a situation with two kids. Oh yeah, me and my baby daddy don't do this, and he hit you with that knight in silver armor. He just hit you with, I can take care of you. Nigga. I can take care of you. I can take care of the kids. I love doing this. I have never in my life, ain't no bitch in the world can ever say I would take care of their kids. Nigga, I got my own kids I got to take care of. I will never take care of another bitch kids. On my mama, bro. I put that on everything I love, bro.
I'm sorry.
The knight in shining armor. If I want to fuck, I'm gonna give you. Your nigga didn't give you flowers, I'm gonna give you flowers. Your nigga never opened the doors for you, I'm gonna open the doors.
Oh, but shit, you got 4 kids? Oh, that's about all I'm doing now.
But at that same time, I'm gonna take you on this date. If I don't fuck, all right, cool. Next. You gonna ask me, why'd you hit me up? Cause me and you ain't got the same personalities. You got fucking 4 kids with 2 baby daddies, to 3 baby daddies, to 4 baby daddies. There's nothing in our correlation that match with each other.
It's the assumptive response. First of all, it doesn't matter if those are just your quote unquote stepkids or just a bitch you're dating's kids. Cause I had went through the same thing. I was taking care of a 40-year-old man. Yes, this is me taking accountability for anybody who's about to fucking say it. No, he was not my boyfriend. Yes, he was somebody I knew for a long time. Yes, I felt like we was friends. I took care of a 40-year-old man who had 3 kids by 3 different women, and I put him in 2 different fucking houses back to the fuck.
And that's bogus.
And I was just 22 years old.
That's bogus.
So at the end of the day, wait. And I know that. And I know that shit for a fact. However, at the end of the day, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I didn't form no emotional bond with the kids. The whole thing is you have all this responsibility over somebody else's kids, i.e. the financial aspect, the emotional aspect, you setting a good example, you have that responsibility that you're supposed to take. But you have 0 authority. So if you dating a bitch or you're dating a man that has kids, yeah, you can form all the bond that you want with them. But if the bitch or the man says, oh, I don't want to be with you no more, guess what?
Work on my family.
You have to relinquish that right, and you have to relinquish that love and that bond for those kids. Not only does it tear you apart, I'm sure it tears the kids apart and shit like that because they're tired of inconsistency as well.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
can I give a personal example?
Hold on. See, I think that's a real thing that needs to be talked about too. Is that bringing your kids around new partners? Like if you're a single woman and you're dating and your kids around you 24/7 and you're introducing your kid to every guy you talk to, that's terrible for your child. That is, I don't care what you think, what's in your mind. If you think I'm wrong and you're right, you're wrong. You are wrong for bringing your children around multiple men that they do not know and might not know for a very long time.
And I'll say like this, and like say, I've been through it, bro.
I know.
I've had a motherfucker where I was correcting him on every little point. With like, well, she don't do this and she don't do this and da 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 whoop de whoop de whoop. And the first thing the nigga said was like, oh, well, I've been around your daughter. Like, yeah, I FaceTime your daughter. So at this point, I'm not going to get mad at my kid. I'm going to look at the mom like, I done corrected my BM like, yo, bro, I done been around a lot of females. Out of every, and I put this on my life itself, nigga. I can die tomorrow. There ain't no female that I've ever had sex with or dealt with that know my kids by name. There's no female that I've ever dealt with that knows my kid's name, but my baby mama did that shit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, like, I take that shit in characteristics. Like, how am I supposed to marry a person that disrespected me like that?
But also,
I can't.
Too, when my mother was 3 kids in, and my little sister was 13 years old when my father had passed away, God rest his soul. But I remember even before my sister was born, my mom had looked me in the face when my 2 half brothers came to live with me. Because my older brother is 2 months older than me. So y'all do the math. So I had to sit here and like figure out how to have that same type of cadence if I get cheated on or if this man has kids before me or whatever. I had to figure that shit out from a young ass age. But my mother looked me in my face at 9 years old and told me, don't ever marry no fucking man that has kids. And it's never worked out in my favor. Every single man that I talk to is of an older age. Yes, that is deep-rooted in my daddy issues. I already fucking know that. So I don't need nobody to fucking reiterate that shit to me, bitch, because I know. But at the end of the day, I'm seeking comfort in the things that are familiar to me, so you can't fault me for human nature. It is what the fuck it is. Because if you beat a dog's ass 6 days out of 7 days out the week, they're going to expect their ass to get beat 7 days, the 7th day. So at the end of the day, I'm doing what the fuck is comfortable and familiar to me. Period, point the fuck blank. I'm not going to sit here and act like, did it hurt me less because I didn't have no kid with them? Absolutely. Absolutely. I can only imagine what it's like to separate from someone that I gave you the highest fucking honor I ever could. My womb, my body, and for damn near a year, I had to practice sanctity and not only that, chastity within myself and really carry myself like a woman of God, regardless of the fact if I believe in God or whatever the fuck. Doesn't matter. I gave you that highest honor. The highest honor you could have next to God. So no, I do not believe that you're wrong for getting rid of a dude who's not serving you or whatever the fuck, but I do think that you're wrong if you knew for a fact you saw the bum in this nigga and now you go on a smear campaign and be like, oh yeah, fuck him, he ain't shit, but then now you're sitting here practicing those same type of tropes. You can't sit here and say that shit. You can't sit here and be like your baby daddy ain't shit because he's fucking bitches, but you sit here got your kids around mad niggas. Doesn't matter if you're fucking them or not. One's imagination can only paint a picture so much, and you're only showing you what the fuck you've already been doing.
I got a lot of uncles.
But yeah, I don't know.
I don't for real. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just think it's not healthy for the child to see that because they are seeing inconsistency. They're not seeing stability, and it's gonna fuck up a child in the long run. But we are at the end of the show. We are already way past the time I want to go. Man, this has been an interesting show, like it usually is.
I need a nap, y'all. I'm tired.
Take a look at the headache.
Come back next Monday for round 2.
Yeah,
on WWE.
I don't even know what we're doing for guests next week. We'll figure it out.
I'm bringing
we'll
big
figure
chicken.
it out.
Big chicken.
All right, so I guess Rose is coming back. Cool.
Chicken.
Bring a bunch too. Like,
okay, I'm gonna bring.
Somebody gotta hold up their end because I swear I be telling them that I'm cooking and I eat all of that shit before I bring it. So
Tay for real liability.
I got kids.
She really a liability.
I stopped listening to Tay last year.
Like,
I got kids.
So that's an excuse at this point. You know that we're grown men who want to eat your food. So you better make enough for us, motherfucker.
I am feeding 2 growing men.
And was doing it.
Okay, well you about to you
need for a family.
Exactly. With 2 extra men.
I need a little bit more females around me because I'm surrounded by a lot of testosterone, and clearly it is rubbing off.
Women who challenge me though. I don't give a fuck how the fuck they try to spin this shit later on. I wasn't offended by what you was saying. I wasn't offended by you sticking up.
And I don't want anybody to be offended by anything that I said, or I wasn't offended by shit. I love
you. Wasn't trying to get at me.
I hate all y'all equally.
Boy, fuck you.
But that's how the clips run. Most motherfuckers, they gonna see racism. They
Y'all
gonna
know
see.
I fucking manipulate clips to be a dickhead, but I do it because it's getting more people to go and watch the show. I want people to go and watch the actual full pod. And if me having to manipulate clips just to give you just enough to where you're just like, oh no, what's going on? So then you have to go and watch more so you can figure out what's going on for real. Then that means we're getting y'all hooked in and watching, and that's what we need and that's what we want. So I'm gonna continue to do it.
Ted said y'all better be at the 5100 podcast pop up.
Send me the link. Yeah, send me the link and like maybe tag the A show page in there, and then we'll all be able to see it.
We definitely will be there because you loyal. We fucks with
Yeah,
you,
facts.
Heavy.
All right, man. Until next week, I appreciate everybody for tapping in, tuning in. This is Chill. It's just a podcast.
Next week, Monday, turn in to WWE
Monday.
SmackDown Raw. Rose versus.
What the fuck is he saying? He doesn't know anything about wrestling. Turn it on.
John never seen her.
Oh, he comes from the snap.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. RKO.
And that's how it happens. That's how it happens on Monday night. Chill is just a podcast. Y'all turn in next Monday. Bah, 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 bah.
Yo, the mom reflexes is crazy. I catch my baby off the couch.
Now you had to cut it at that point now because we're still on live.
Turn it off.
Ain't no turn up, bitch. We turn up.
He was
Fuck.
supposed to leave the shit there. So what did you do?
Yeah, he fucked it up.
Now
It's all
is
good.
it still running?
Yeah, it is.
It is still.
See if you can run it. Okay, because I just said that shit. I was like, I don't give a fuck how much drill shit you like. If run it comes on the top, you can make it.
All right, we love y'all. Checking in for another day.
Hey, Jill.